Oh, that's not it. There we go.
Hello everyone and welcome to
Fiasco.
Fiasco.
I'll be here in a minute. I realized that I'm extremely wide. Oops.
Yeah, you are.
I'll fix that in a second. Hi everybody. We're going to be playing Fiasco today. And
Scratch paper or not.
Oh, you have a pencil.
Fiasco is a tabletop RPG. So there's going to be a lot of improv today. It should be a lot of fun. We've never played it before, so we'll have to read through the rules a little bit. But I read through them last night, and I think I got it. I think I got the gist of it. So, but before we get started,
Yeah, are we all on screen? Do we need to...
we're all on screen.
Do we need to huddle?
We're very on
zoom in?
screen.
Like-
I'll zoom the camera in a minute.
Like, do you want us to, we could all be in a line. I just don't know what we want.
No, it's fine. This is fine. I'm gonna get through some of these alerts. Actually, I'm gonna let you read some of these alerts so I can zoom the camera in just a little bit.
We had a subscription from Creatively1248. Welcome. 7-month resub from Cave Bat 11. 6-month resub from Nervous Jellyfish.
We know that.
700 bits from Aldo512. I see you've gotten to my favorite part of the galaxy too, the part where Mario escapes his electrical prison to roam the Earth.
Oh.
Yeah, we went live and the live notification showed up on my phone and I was like, oh.
Half a hand clap. Thank you.
28-month resub from Cody the Positron. 16 months from Nintendo Nitwit. 39 months from Ryan the Goof. 25-month resub from JRub910, and 13 months from RoboLane. Who says 13, my favorite number. You know when you put on a second shirt like this, like a sweater, and then it pulls your sleeves up underneath?
That's why I don't wear two shirts.
Do you not have the
That,
little...
No, this
The hooky one?
is only 3/4 sleeves.
yeah, see, to me that
Oh.
sounds like a sensory nightmare, and that's why I never, very rarely wear sleeves because I do not like
So
them.
you get
They-
like skin, like piercings in your skin,
Oh,
like little
yeah,
hooks,
yeah,
little
that's-
eyelets that you can hook your shirt around.
I just don't like my arms being constricted, so I live in tank tops even in the winter.
34-month resub from Paper Moon, and then also 33 months from Anitawind.
And 7 months from Nick Vadigati.
Chaz says, I love Alex Solutions.
Do you though?
Very Alex.
Is that?
Chaz, are you going to implement hooks into your skin?
I don't want.
Alex Solutions is the name of my new startup.
Yeah.
We have what you need, TM.
Haley does say the sleeves are bullshit.
All right.
I understood that reference. Don't worry.
So I'm gonna read this a little bit so everyone is kind of on the same page about what this even is. Fiasco is a storytelling game inspired by cinematic tales of small-time capers gone disastrously wrong. You'll tell a story about ordinary people with powerful ambition and poor impulse control. Lives and reputations will be lost, painful wisdom will be gained, and if you're really lucky, you just might end up back where you started. You probably won't be lucky.
Small time capers. So do we all have to talk like James Cagney?
Yes, that's actually rule 2.
Oh no, you're gonna have
I'm gonna sell you some meth, see? I got a gun, don't try anything funny.
The
I'll
goal.
just try to adopt a transatlantic accent.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I haven't really practiced the transatlantic accent.
Yeah, it's so.
Come up and see me sometime.
We're gonna have time to
boys.
play one round of this because one round takes about 2 hours. So don't pick a voice that after 5 minutes you'll be like, oh God, what have I done? You could maybe just do your normal voice. You don't have to, but again, it takes 2 hours to play.
Small time capers.
Or something to keep in
Hooray.
mind. The goal of this game is to tell a fun story. Let's try.
Get.
You just
Here,
have to
buddy.
physically move
Get.
him. He just wants his chair.
Yeah, just hit helper chair.
Sure.
He's got a helper box and a helper chair.
Oh, he's doing great then. The goal of this game is to tell a fun story about humanity and failure with your friends. Bad things will inevitably happen to the characters you control, and the game will work best if you work together to find the most interesting ways to make that happen. To play, you'll need the contents of this box, 2 to 4 friends, about 2 hours, and a really dark sense of humor. Check.
Momliest in chat.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
That is
Welcome.
my mom. Hello to my mom.
300 bits from Cheese Hammer says, does that say it supports 5 players? Can I play? Can I please play? We have the hammer right off screen.
Is pork
Right off.
an alert?
It's a new alert.
Okay.
We have a pork alert and a pears alert.
Pork and pears.
Pears and pork. How dare you? 2 months from Felicia Rondo and 13 months from Markster. Appreciate it.
Yeah, my mom's watching now, so everybody better be nice to me.
So Fiasco came out originally like
I'll do my best.
the late 2000s, and for the longest time it was just a book. You played it with pen and paper and dice, and then they came out with this version like a year or 2 ago, and it's much faster setup because there's cards, so everything goes really, really quick. All right, so we're gonna start getting this set up. There is some setup involved, although the setup will be fun because it will also involve like creating characters and deciding what the relationships we have between us are. So there's this thing. You can put that either, you can make it face us. One of the things I will do is, let me focus this camera. There we go. I actually can't see what I'm doing.
You do know how cameras work.
Yeah,
I
I don't
didn't know-
know.
I didn't
Did you
know.
know?
Have you ever used a camera before?
Didn't
Once.
realize you knew that you had to focus.
Yeah, just like one time. Here we go. Let me focus this. So
That's
this-
not focus.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there yet. There we go.
Oh, and you have it flipped still from. Why is it flipped?
I can fix that too.
We'll fix it.
Me, Mr. Saturn, can be doing all for you. Hold on one sec.
Renee says, is this what it's like to need glasses? Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not. It's not a great feeling.
I can't see anything.
Let's see. Do. I want to add. What is this? An effect?
There, I've made myself a book.
Hmm.
What do they call this?
I did that too, but it was much easier.
Scroll,
Mine's a small book.
filters.
It's very cute.
Hey, how do you flip this? I guess I could just spin it 180 degrees.
That would be the way to do it.
Yeah, edit transform. Rotation.
Oh, he
Oh,
is
it did
on
not.
share now.
Where'd it go?
You hit Control R with it selected, it will
Let me-
reset the transform.
Let me reset the transform because I don't know where it went.
I have the best vision of everybody in this room. I mean, we're about equal. The funny thing
There
is
we
that
go.
you
I
and
got
I
that.
are like about equal, and they're about equal.
Is Steven as
Steven's-
blind as I am?
Steven is actually worse, but he does not have astigmatism. Sorry, I'm outing your personal health information.
No, you're fine.
But I just thought
Steven's
that
eyes are the same though, so with contacts he gets super lucky because it's the same.
I just thought it was a very funny coincidence that you and I have very similar prescriptions, and so do you too.
I didn't know that contacts could fix eyes as bad as mine.
Oh, they get.
Oh,
yours,
yeah.
yours aren't even that bad.
Yeah, you're not even that bad.
Yeah, you're only like -6, buddy.
Little baby.
Yeah.
It gets up a lot higher than
Oh, it
that.
does.
Have you
Well.
met Chaz?
Have you met Chaz?
It's true. Oh!
Yeah.
Wait, Chaz wears contacts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't
I
you
thought
seen?
he was just struggling through life every day until nighttime and then he puts his glasses on.
Yeah, Chaz
Yeah,
is
I know.
Chaz got the Coke bottle glasses.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I can't.
Everybody.
it's true.
What am I hearing? I can't drive a car without glasses.
Everybody.
They're all
I,
down.
I,
Take
I
one
mean,
and pass
yours
that.
are
I feel like that's
still
the
yours
line.
are still pretty bad, but like the numbers
Take one and pass.
often get double yours and higher.
All right. So these things just kind of remind you of like how to play the game,
Yeah.
and then the other side is the Let's Not. So there's a feature, we'll call it a feature in this game called Let's Not, because the game can get really dark. So if at any point someone doesn't want the game to get dark, the idea is like, oh, you tap the Let's Not. You can also just be like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, and then you go back in time. You go, oh, and then you just do something different.
Yeah.
Is this feature available to the chat as well?
No.
Oh,
No.
they just have to leave.
Yeah. If you don't like where this goes, hit Command W. It's fine. All right,
Command W. Listen to this.
Control.
Person who uses a Mac.
I call it Apple W.
Well, it's not called the Apple key.
Do you remember when it used to have open and close Apple as part of their commands?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You have to know which one
Renee
it is.
says if it gets too dark, you can sit by me. Yeah. It's mostly for.
Renee, can I come sit by you?
Oh, the drops you bought me worked even better.
Oh, good.
So now I have a new favorite brand.
Oh, good.
Speaking of eyeballs, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was like, my eyes are so moist. It was very exciting.
This is all super brand.
I mean, it's not ideal.
You want this to put all this stuff on?
I mean, yeah, but
But I assume the eyebrows
Usually when I
get
wake up,
jealous.
like my eyes are feeling pretty crispy.
Okay, we're going to have to decide on a play set before we get started.
Yeah.
And this box set comes with 3. So our
I
options
want to
are
slide.
slide?
From the
Like a
play
play
set.
set.
Oh yeah. Well, one of these might have that. All right. So your options for this kind of determines like the world in which we're playing.
Yeah.
The first one's Dragon Slayers. So yeah, we rode into this miserable little town, a bunch of outsiders ready to solve their problem, solve a motherfucking dragon. Well, we solved it, and here we are, ready to kick back and split up the loot and regale these bumpkins with tales of mummy rot and devilish traps and the dragon we whacked. Of course, it's never that simple. Adventurers like us all have egos, and we all have a past.
Oh yeah, is this mature? Because it seems like this game has swearing.
Yes, yes.
Do we have the stream set to mature?
No,
Oh.
You might want to.
it's fine. That would probably be the only time.
Okay.
Are you ready for the next thing?
The pencil.
Are you ready for the next thing?
I mean, it's more for people watching it.
It's rated 14 plus.
Okay.
Is what the box says. It's
It
rated
was
14.
just to borrow.
I just needed 2 stab plastic.
So
I'm
that's
not- I'm not
Dragon
feeling-
Slayers.
I'm not feeling high fantasy myself because we
If-
did
Oh, see, and
Pathfinder
for me,
before.
I was immediately like dragons, yes. But let's hear the other ones.
The next one is Poppleton Mall. It's time to make a trip to Poppleton Mall for the best in shopping, entertainment, and dining. From Arapaho leather goods to T.
Arapaho.
Esquire, from the Poppleton 8 multiplex to our beautiful glass atrium, Poppleton Mall truly has something for everyone. Join us for the holidays when Santa reigns over his throne room and the atrium rings with the sounds of merrymaking from the magical Winterland stage. Your children will always remember their visit to Poppleton Mall's Santaland.
Okay, that one's Christmas.
Well, they didn't want to call it Christmas. And then the final one is Tales from Suburbia. It's a nice town full of nice people. Not much happens here, and that's how we like it. Or rather, lots of things happen here. Things requiring antibiotics, and things dusted with cocaine, and occasionally, just occasionally, things splattered in blood. But we keep all that quiet, and we keep the sidewalks clean. And not much happens here, and that's how we like it.
Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky.
So which one
and
do you...
all-
Which
Full of
which one
cocaine.
are you feeling?
Just
My vote is Suburbia.
That was also how I felt, yeah. But I don't, if someone felt extremely strongly about
No.
Santa malls
no,
or slaying dragons.
Haley's vote was Dragon.
but I don't feel like that's.
Is your vote?
strongly.
What is your vote, Valerie?
I did not feel pulled to any of them.
Okay, let's do Suburbia.
Okay.
We win.
Oh, another one I have to open.
Yeah, you have to open another thing. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Did you open you opened these? Great. Place the board in the middle of the table. Give each player one of the reference cards, which you did. Take out the engine deck. Separate the aftermath, outcome, and let's not cards. So here's the let's not, which are kind of
It just goes here.
yeah.
You just tap.
You just touch it.
I think they gave you cards so like if you weren't near the board.
You could throw it like a ninja star. There's only 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like everyone gets one, but
Well, some of us are near that.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Alright, we separate aftermath, outcome, and let's not. So that was the let's not. We need aftermath. These are the aftermaths. Okay. So these are all the aftermath cards, which I'm gonna sit here. And then all of the outcome cards, which are these positive, negative. Also, the graphic design just makes me think it's TF2 because of the font. but it's fine. Place the Aftermath cards in their space on the board, number side up. These don't have to be shuffled. I guess not. Number side up. These are the numbers, yeah, the number side up. So just put those on the Aftermath. Okay. Place one Let's Not card below the Aftermath card. We did
Why?
that. Divide the positive and negative outcome cards and shuffle them into 2 separate piles. Okay. Do you want to shuffle those?
Yeah.
And will you ask Alexander to shuffle those?
I'll shuffle the positives.
Once you've done that, you will randomly put 2 positive and 2 negative cards per player in stacks on their spaces. So there's 4 of us. So once you've done your shuffle, we will have 8 positives and 8 negatives that go into their spaces.
So just draw the top 8.
Sure. However you want to do it. While you do that, I'll read another thing.
Yeah, Renee, it should be 2 quarters.
Let's see.
Inflation.
Inflation.
This economy.
300 Bits from Studebyte says, I've been watching the TRG Let's Play of Donkey Kong Country Returns and seeing how effective Diddy Kong's gun is. I think Mal and I might be Donkey Kong enemies, as we also die when we touch Peanuts. Maybe K. Rool needs to outfit each of his minions with a pair of EpiPens. Yeah, if any of the K. Rool critters were allergic to peanuts, that's not good. It's like getting bonked on the head is one way to die, but dying of peanut allergies, it's actually terrible. 510 bits from Anise who says, Bacon get, what is your favorite frickin' I'm an adult food, be it pork or otherwise?
Cake for breakfast.
I've done it. I've also watched Chaz do it on more than one occasion. Not to call out Chaz. So these are the extras?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's part of adulthood. We also,
Sometimes you just want to eat plain pasta.
Yeah.
like hard.
No, like made.
I mean,
yeah.
spaghetti.
When Brandon was here, Brandon was like, sometimes I would just eat the pasta.
Yeah, that's really common.
We
A lot of
had
people do that.
we had a can, like a big canister, a big metal
Yeah.
can that was full of spaghetti.
Yeah.
That my mom kept by the stove. Yeah, I can just go out there.
Yeah,
grab
yeah.
one.
I used to eat dried pasta
I'll
all
try
the time when I was a kid.
You feel like a hillbilly with the straw, you know?
We get 25 months from Barb Gang and 14 months from CJ the Grand Hunter. Thank you. Okay, so we randomly did the thing. Stacks and spans, set the remaining outcome cards aside. You won't need them. Perfect.
You leave the pasta in your mouth long enough, it does.
Yeah, it softens up.
Kind of softens it up.
There is the let's not. Anyone can say let's not.
I don't understand. You don't want your cereal moist, but you don't like your pasta dry. That seems like a controversy.
It does not at all.
Pasta and cereal are the same thing. The Let's Not card is a gentle reminder to play with an open heart and a desire to make your friends look and feel awesome at the table, trusting that they will do the same for you. Oh. Okay, building a playset. A playset is the setting in which your story takes place. The box includes 3 of them, which we're choosing Tales from Suburbia. We read the descriptions, we've made a choice. Take the playset deck out of the box, set aside the kicker card. This is the kicker, so I'm gonna put that over there. And any blank cards. Under blanks. It comes with a few blanks. We won't need those. Okay. Shuffle the remaining relationship, need, object, and location cards into one big pile. Relationship, need,
One big pile.
object, and location. Yep, one big pile.
One big pile.
One big pile. And I'll go ahead and set these. Well, these can actually go back into the engine box. The engine box is the engine. That's how it works. The other ones can go into the Tales of Suburbia box. Okay. I'll put these in here. Cool. And they have a lot of these, so if this game is fun, there's all sorts of like expansions and stuff they sell. So.
You know what's cool? The people who made this game are locals to Raleigh or Durham.
The Triangle.
The Triangle.
They're in Chapel Hill,
Yeah.
so neither of those two.
They live here. Or here. I'm wrong on both accounts.
They live in this house.
Oh
They
God,
don't.
it's me. I made this game. You're welcome.
Yeah, they're bully pulpit games.
Man,
Which
I
makes
hope I'm
sense.
funny.
Bull City.
Bull City. Hey, welcome Game Freak. It's their first Steven stream. It's a good one. The Sunday ones are chill, so I don't know if that's good or not, but I like them because I get to just kind of, I just relax. If you're here on a Friday, there's a lot of,
Do a little bit
there's
of
a lot of
this,
screaming.
just so I make sure nothing is touching the one it did touch.
These all have names.
Yeah,
Custard, Jansen, Blubbers,
yeah, that'll all make
Mary
sense.
Alice.
That also has a,
Yeah, they're a little sticky.
that also has a purpose.
The stickiness.
Yeah, they're why? How does that?
Well, it's because they're new, so they just want to.
Oh yeah, they shouldn't be. They're covered
want
in
to be
slime.
together.
Everything is sticky for a reason. What Grandma always told me.
Grandma always told me.
Okay, this is done.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Cool. Divide the playset cards more or less equally among all the players, and then give everyone a chance to look over their hands. So you just kind of
More or less.
Yeah,
Well, what's the
it's
hand
not
called?
super
I would
important.
have just dealt them out.
Oh well,
Just deal them out.
just yeah. Just make 4 piles, and then you're going to give them to us. So here's what you're going to get. Your piles are going to contain 4 different types of cards. The first is relationships. Relationship cards define the tangled web of connections between characters. There will be 1 between each pair of adjacent players. So you will have a relationship with Haley, you will have a relationship with Mal.
Right.
I will have a relationship with Haley, I will have a relationship with Mal, but I won't have a relationship with you because we're 1 separated.
Gotcha.
We'll still have a relationship because how your relationship is defined will affect my relationships as well. So those are the relationship cards. There's also needs. Need cards set out the things somebody wants, which will most likely form the core of the game's story.
Yeah.
Then there's objects. Object cards provide juicy details that will make the story more interesting. And then locations. Location cards give you a recurring or important place in the story. So go ahead and just take a look at these. And what we're going to be doing is, once everyone's had a chance to look at them, we're going to start with relationships because there has to be relationships between the characters. So we'll start somewhere. We can start at me and go around if you want. And you will place a relationship card between somebody. And then that defines their relationship. If you don't like that, like if anyone wants to let's not, you can let's not. You're like, no, I don't want to be uncle or whatever.
Say uncle if you don't want to be.
Uncle. But we're going to start with relationships, so that'll be done.
Are we like stacking them up like multiples? Or?
No, there will only be 1 relationship between each pair of person. So I'm going to do.
Don't we start with the player who most recently damaged something valuable? That's what the rules
Yeah, I
say.
was trying to.
It
think
does
of
say
it,
that.
and I
Do you
don't-
want to do that?
I
I don't-
can't think of anything I've damaged.
I'm still reeling from the fact that I broke a production light like several years ago. Does that?
Okay, yeah, I think that counts. I can't remember breaking anything ever.
Oh, that's nice for you.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna place a relationship card. I'm gonna put 1 between Mal and Alex for work. It's a professional relationship, pastor, doctor, lawyer, or banker, and client.
Whoa, that's a little wide.
So we
now
will leave
or
that
later
bit-
we'll have to decide.
You have to decide,
Now?
yeah, like
Okay.
which one of you is the client and who the other person is. And that's something that like y'all can decide or we can collectively decide.
Oh, okay. Pastor, doctor, and lawyer, banker. Do you want to be any of those things?
Do you want to be the client or do you want to be the professional?
I'll be the client.
Okay, so are you going to be the pastor? Or do you want to be a doctor?
What do you want your job to be?
Alex glances at Chaz. It's up to you.
I'll be
It's
a
a-
pastor.
Father Alex. Okay, so that was me placing a relationship. So Mal, now you will place a relationship between. You can't put one between you two since you already have one, but any other place.
We're gonna be parent and stepchild. And I'll be parents.
Oh God. Okay. So I am your stepchild. You were glancing at me to warn me I couldn't stop you. Oh, Daddy Alex. Okay, so I am the stepchild of Mallory. You are the parent. You are the client to Father Alex.
Congregant.
Yeah, congregant.
Congregant.
They call them
Parishioner.
clients.
Parishioner.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Oh heavens.
Now you have to choose a relationship.
And I can put one between me and Haley, or you and Haley.
Yes.
And you're a stepchild.
That's all I got so far.
Like
I am a
age,
stepchild.
I mean, he could be an actual child, but he could also be like an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have no idea how old either of
Like
us
you're
are.
you're like 50 and
It's possible.
and somebody's insisting that you call them stepmom and you're just not feeling it. And you're like
You call me stepmom.
Okay,
You're
between
not my real mom.
Stephen and Haley, I'm going to play a crime relationship.
Okay.
You are both small-time vandals and ne'er-do-wells.
Okay.
Okay. You can put
Should
that
we
like
put it-
here.
I don't know if you can like frame it so that
Yeah, I mean people can see
the relationship cards
these
are
a little
like
bit.
there. Does that work?
I mean, kind of. I don't know that
So
we,
when you cut
we
back
won't
to
we,
the
we won't really be
camera.
jumping to this very
Ah, okay.
often though.
Okay.
Yeah, Chaz might be able to write it on screen or something somewhere. Putting
Maybe.
pressure on Chaz suddenly. Okay, so
I can hear him from here going.
so me and Haley are criminals,
Criminals.
Small-time vandals.
which is particularly funny if I'm a child.
Well, you're small-time vandals. You like graffiti the local skating rink and stuff,
Okay, and
or whatever you decide.
Haley, you will have to define the relationship between you and Alex.
Ooh, see, I'm trying to decide here, because I can go for a crime angle, like the pastor.
Remember, I'm a priest.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Yeah.
That would be part of the secrets. But like we could also be sports rivals.
It's up to you.
I
It's your destiny.
I'm trying to decide what would make a better story.
I don't think there's any wrong answer
'Cause I love the
all of
idea
the
of-
stories are going to be
I-
insane.
Yeah, like I love the idea of the priest being like an ex-lacrosse kid or something. But I feel like it would make the whole story, it would make everything a little spicier if you are the drug manufacturer and I'm a dealer. 'Cause that goes with my crime background.
Okay.
So
what drugs do I manufacture?
It's up to you. That's the secret.
the blood of Christ. Okay. All right. So now that we all have our relationships, I am the stepchild to Mallory. Mallory is a congregant of Father Alex who is engaged in crime with you. And I'm also engaged in crime with
Are
you.
you trying to like
Small-time
get it?
vandalism. and
Yeah, you're doing
ne'er-do-wellism.
small time.
We're doing
vandalism.
small time. Yeah.
You're just
So
a
like,
ne'er-do-well.
she's trying to like bring you up into the ranks. So you're just kind of like
Into the church. Okay.
into her.
Into
her
this
gang.
perfect. Into this, I do want to say unspecified.
Unspecified
religious
religion. Vague religion. Okay. So now that
Was
we
it
all
from
have
last time Sclamglor?
Scramglor.
Sclamglor.
So now that we all have relationships, we start back around at me, and we place some other thing between each person. It could be a need, it could be an object, or it could be a location.
Oh, between each person.
Yeah, so that is also, it's you don't just have your relationship with someone, you have some other motivator happening. And I believe there's like one additional rule. Let's see. Each relationship will have one card attached to it. The story should have at least one and no more than two of each type. And needs can't be adjacent is the one rule. So like I can't have a need. I can't put a need here and here. The needs have to be spread out. I don't know why that is.
I don't quite understand. If we're playing a need, do we play it to a person?
You
or
put
to
it-
two people.
It's between people just like the relationships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought needs would be placed on people
Yeah.
based on how they're worded.
Yeah.
No, it's attached to the thing.
Okay.
Both
You
people have
decide-
both people
Which
have
person
that
has
need.
that?
You
need.
decide
Okay.
how it in corresponds to your specific
I
thing.
see.
And you don't have to hash out all the details right now
Right,
because you're
right.
going to figure it out during
Yeah.
the improv scenes. Okay, so I have to decide what's going to go here.
So we're playing a need, an object, or a location.
Yeah, you just decide where you want to put it. Okay. I'm going to do... Ooh, there's some interesting ones here. Okay.
Bootleg communion wine smuggling.
Alright, I'm going to put... This is a food court.
Mhm.
It's the Chicken Hut, number 1107,
Mhm.
in the food court.
Mhm.
And I'm going to put that for you.
Okay.
So y'all are
Yeah.
meeting or something in the
Yeah.
food court.
I'm gonna place a need to get away with murder.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm going to place a need to get even with the local drug dealer.
Oh! Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to define the relationship between me and Mel.
With a need or a location or an object.
Yeah.
The needs just seem so much more compelling than the objects.
Well, there's some good objects though.
But there are.
It says two needs can't be adjacent, and I don't know.
Jess said
how-
it should be an object since you need one of each.
Okay. Play an object.
Okay, well, I only have one object.
Do you want to trade?
Um,
Are either of these good for you?
Yeah, it also says there
Yes,
can't be
fine.
adjacent needs, but I don't know why. I don't know why that matters.
I don't know what that means. Adjacent needs. Like these two are adjacent?
Yeah, and I don't
Oh.
understand why that matters.
Maybe it's just to restrict the number of needs that are.
You can have two needs, but the needs need to not be adjacent.
So
I just
this
don't.
is
the thing is,
illegal?
is it
Should he
trying
not
to...
have done that then?
Yeah, because I don't know if they're trying to like space out the like they're trying to make it so that it's not like three people have
Yeah,
a connection
that
and
must
then
be it.
and then Mal would be out
Okay,
of it.
so yeah, we should not have two adjacent needs.
Okay.
So but getting even with the local drug dealer is so good. Okay.
She is the local.
Okay. Well, I then I will do something different.
Okay. And one of them has to be someone's got to do an object, so we have one of each.
Pseudobite said the music here is an interesting fit for what is quickly becoming Desperate Housewives Raleigh. Wait, where are we? What's this, Poppleton?
No, that was the mall. This
Oh.
is just suburbia.
Okay.
It is
Eggs
Poppleton though, because I have several cards that say Poppleton on them.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of in the same.
Yeah.
This is so it's Weeds, the HBO show from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can this game be considered co-op? Yeah, basically. Like, there's no winners or losers in this game. It's just group storytelling. And things will happen, and we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
You get a massive engagement ring.
Oh.
Do with it as you wish.
Okay.
That's
now
why I
you
can
could
play
play a need
anything.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
anything except
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
you
play
can play
anything.
anything.
All the other things are in effect, and you are far enough away from a need that you can use a need. So you can do.
Ooh, okay.
You can do
okay,
anything
okay.
between parent and stepchild.
All right. So I think that Mal is trying to get away from her shameful past.
Oh.
So you've turned to religion, but little do you know that religion is also bad.
Oh no. All things are crime. Okay.
It's come full circle.
It says once you have relationships established,
This is a neat chest.
briefly talk about the obvious broad connections for relationships that suggest two types of people, which one of you is which you already established. So I don't think we need to spend a whole lot of time.
Okay, so we don't need to decide at this point who needs to get away with murder.
No,
That could
these
just
things are
arise
going to be.
organically in the
Yes.
course of the game.
Alright, so each story should have okay, so we did all this setup stuff. Now that you have intriguing relationships with some juicy details attached to your left and right, discuss what sort of person your character might be with these connections. Here are some tips. Go with the obvious and make sure both sides of the relationship are equally invested. If the relationship implies a power differential, decide who is powerful and who is weak. If it implies a romantic entanglement, decide whether the two characters are entangled or if there's a third party they are both interested in. Be flexible and look for the most fun situation to build. You don't need to decide every detail, but you should know who hates who and why the location is so important.
What is important about the chicken hunt?
What's the importance between Father Alex and his congregation at the chicken hut? Like maybe like the church is undergoing repairs and you're holding services at the chicken hut.
We've got a special dispensation to consecrate the chicken fingers.
There's a lot going down at the chicken hut.
Chicken hut, yes, okay, and you have a stepson
Yes.
who you need help. He's very unruly. He's
How old are we?
I feel like you should be like way too old and like it's like really weird
Oh yeah.
that she's insisting on this.
Well, the stepson. Okay, so you had a divorce.
Oh yeah, my second husband brought this stepchild into my family, and he's just been so unruly, Father Alex.
And he is, I understand, older, in fact, than you are. He is a 40.
He just won't listen to me. I can't
that's
figure it out.
it. So I'm not even your biological child. I'm older than you.
Stepchild.
That's usually what with stepchild.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not even like I'm very.
The fact that you're a
I'm much
stepchild does make it technically possible for you to be older than her.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so I'm gonna be. Maybe we were the same age.
You're a 48-year-old man.
I'll take that. I'm a 48-year-old man. I still live with you, and you still call me stepson.
It's not. People don't. Only in. Listen, no one says that.
Only in.
You don't call your stepson. You
Oh,
call
by
their
his name.
actual name.
Oh. Well, what is my? We're not to names yet. We're
No.
close to names. We're close to names. What else do we need to know?
Who has the ring between you guys?
So we have a life of crime.
I mean, we could be stealing one. We could be stealing your massive engagement ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you got. What's your
Well, I have a shameful past. So
Right,
maybe it was
right.
my first husband.
Yeah.
Your first
I married a
husband.
sugar
It's a
daddy
heist.
who has a child.
So I'm
already.
trying to like work.
He is a much older man than you.
I'm trying to offload this wedding ring, and you're my accomplice for doing so.
Oh yeah, of course.
That makes sense.
Of course.
And then y'all are doing the crime. Drug manufacturer and dealer. So you're manufacturing drugs at the chicken hut.
Well, at the church. See.
Oh, the church is
church
when you
is-
manufacture.
instead of having the chicken hut be the cover up, the church is the cover up.
the sanctuary is just completely full of weed and meth labs, which is why we're having the services at the chicken. The smell.
I like how instead of using the chicken hut, it's like, no, we're
No,
doing
it's
it. That's at the church. The congregants every week are like, when are we going to be able to get back into the church? You're like, oh, they're still fumigating that.
It's true, they could be sacramental drugs that are just being diverted.
Oh my god.
What is a sacramental drug?
Listen, it's an unspecified religion.
And
It
there's
could
also
involve
a
magic
need,
mushrooms.
Naturally, yeah, I was gonna say
need to get
natural.
away with murder too. All right, let me read a few of these. We have 31 months from Maya the Siren, 36 months from 63 Phils, and 6 months from Nerdly Leela.
When is
Appreciate
an
it.
opportune time to go grab a drink?
Right now?
Yeah, there. Yeah, I mean,
You can still hear from the kitchen.
so. All right, turn the remaining play sets cards in your hand face down. Okay, so the rest of the cards that you have, you can just put face down. The backs of the cards have names. Choose a name for your character using 2
Ooh.
cards, and place the combination facing the rest of the table. Given name card overlapping a surname. If your character only has 1 name, single card is fine. If you don't like the name options, ask other players for their cards, or invent a name on your own. So you need to come up with a name.
I am Father Jim Binion. You can call me Father Binion. If you call me Father Jim, I will be mad at you.
Got to take notes here.
Oh man, I'm definitely Dustin. no last name.
Stepson Dustin.
Just Dustin. Oh, I really like Dustin.
Father Binion.
Could be a Mervin.
My step Dustin.
I've got
What
some
Mal
weird
has.
names in here.
Oh, Mal has a Smith too. I could have been Smith if I.
Oh.
You can both be Smith. Or yeah, you can be Smith.
I was going to pick Lena.
Lena?
Lena sounds like a good Wisconsin
You're
name.
gonna have a last name?
Yeah, I can find a last name.
I could have a last name, I suppose, if I really want. I like Dustin.
Yeah, if your last
Or
name.
Kim.
Your last name would tell us something
Dana.
about her
Dana.
sugar daddy, old man husband.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Dana.
I'm gonna be.
We need a long A.
Dana.
I'm gonna be Dustin Custard.
Wait, are you Dustin Custard or are you Custard Dustin?
No, I'm Dustin Custard.
Well, switch them around then.
There.
Oh,
It's me, Dustin Custard.
Jim Binion. Oh, Haley's still working on it.
Am I more of a Charla or a Crystal?
Ooh, I do like Crystal.
Crystal's good.
It's with a K and a Y. It's very
Ooh.
exciting.
Mal's name is
Like the restaurant.
Could be Crystal
Dana
Mervin.
McLean. DANNA MC
Dana.
L. Dana. With a
Dana.
long A. MCLEAN. McLean.
Chaz is getting this information on the screen.
Ah,
Because if people arrive in 30 minutes, they're gonna be like, I have no idea what's happening.
you're Mervin Crystal.
Crystal Mervin.
Oh, Crystal Mervin. Okay.
Obviously, I mean, my other options were Welchel and Lubbers.
Ooh, Mervin lovers.
Because I mean, I did have Johnson, but who wants that? If I gotta compete with Jim Binion.
Father Jim Binion.
Okay. So just to recap here, Dana McLean. I'm Dustin Custard. Your father Jim Binion, and your Crystal Mervin. Sure. This is.
Custard must have been your mother's name.
All right. I think we're ready to start. The cards now you just keep face down for maybe later in the game. I don't know exactly. All right. Playing the game. Fiasco is played in 2 acts, and in each act, every player will get 2 scenes. So we will begin with Act 1. Anyone can start the first scene. It's best to let someone very excited and full of bad ideas go first. If everyone is excited and full of bad ideas, the person who brought Fiasco can go first. There's also a kicker card to suggest opening scenes, but if we don't need it, then we won't need it. A scene is a moment in the story when your character is in the spotlight. The game's action revolves around your character when it is your scene, one way or another. By the end of the scene, we will know if it was generally good or bad for them. It's usually really obvious. When it is your turn to begin a scene, you have a choice to make. You need to decide whether you want to establish or resolve. Both are fun. If you establish, you get to set the scene. Who is there? What are they doing? What generally do you want to happen? Choose to establish if you have a strong idea already. If you choose to resolve, you get to determine the scene's outcome for your character. Will it be positive or negative for them? Choose to resolve if you like surprises, because your friends will be setting the scene. How to decide. If you establish, the other players resolve. If you resolve, the other players establish. You don't get to do both. Choosing to resolve gives you some control over what mix of outcome cards you will get during the game. Aside from determining how a given scene will end, the outcome cards you collect will also determine your character's ultimate fate. Having a lot of either positive or negative cards will likely mean a better ending, while having an even mix will probably mean bad news. Regardless of whether you establish or resolve, you get to play out a short scene. Its form is up to you. You can describe it as though you were watching a film or act it out with your friends or something in between. Treating it like a scene in a movie is generally best. Say what the characters are doing and then speak for them. The goal is to get to that delicious moment of indecision and learn whether the outcome is going to be positive or negative. Along the way, breathe life into your characters and have fun with each other. The whole scene should take no more than a few minutes.
We didn't do any warm-ups.
And then at some point during the scene, you'll need to figure out whether the outcome is going to be positive or negative. If you established, your friends get to decide. It might be obvious, but they can also talk it over. And if you are resolving, you get to decide. Regardless of who is deciding, it's best if everyone starts the scene with an open mind. Will it be positive or negative for the character in the spotlight? It may be screamingly obvious from the start, but more often it'll emerge in play. As soon as everyone knows the outcome type, the person whose scene it is takes a single positive and negative outcome card and places it in front of them. Keep it face down for now. Then play out the rest of the scene knowing generally how it's going to turn out. Once everyone knows if it's going to be positive or negative, they can help steer the scene in that direction. And that's it. We just do that 8 times. And then that's the end of Act 1. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Chat seems like Alex should.
Okay.
I'll go first.
So you need to decide if you want to establish your scene or if you want to resolve your scene. If you establish, then we, the other people at the table, get to decide the outcome, whether it's positive or negative. But if you choose to resolve, then you decide ahead of time if you want it to be positive or negative for your character, but we set up the scene.
Right. So I will establish.
Okay.
It says here I should find my character's motivation. Do I do this internally or
Yeah.
am I discussing it?
Yeah. And you have to decide like where the scene is taking place, who's there. And the other thing that the game makes note of is like everyone has a character, but it's a big world. So if like there's a necessity for an additional character, you can invent a character and someone can play them, for that specific scene. So
So we might need your father at some point.
Yeah. Mr. Custard.
No, I would have taken his name.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
trying to get away from a shameful past. That's
Oh.
why I said Custard must have been your mother's name.
You changed it.
Oh, I wanted him to be Colonel Custard.
I mean, I can get rid of my name, and then that would just make me also Custard.
Dana Custard?
Do whatever your heart desires. You have to decide who you're having a scene with.
I'll do that, Chaz. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you're no longer Dana McLean.
I'll be Dana Custard.
Now you're Dana Custard. We're both Custards.
Oh.
Chaz angrily typing.
Dana Custard and I. Father Jim Binion has asked his parishioner Dana Custard to meet him in the food court at the Chicken Hut.
Oh, does he need to kill her?
Number 1107.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
That's
Yeah.
setting the scene.
And me and Haley, and then also Mal will decide as the scene goes on whether this is a positive or negative outcome for you.
Dana, thank you for meeting me here at the food court.
I just needed to talk to you, Father Jim.
It's actually, I would prefer if you called me Father.
Father
Binion. Remember this, Dana. Dana, as you know, our unspecified religion frowns on divorce, but we've worked through this in our counseling sessions, and I'm proud of you for how far you've come.
It just means a lot to me. This religion, unspecified religion, has really changed my life for the better.
I'm glad to hear that, Dana. That's what we strive for in this organization. I understand. The reason I called you here is you brought up some issues with your unruly stepson, Dustin.
Dustin he doesn't listen to me.
And I wonder, Dana, could there be an issue with Dustin and his father, Colonel Custard? Could you tell me, Dana, what...
Colonel Custard has been nothing but great to me, and his interactions with Dustin, I don't know, maybe Dustin just needed a firmer hand as a child. My engagement ring's gone missing. Yes, look, I can't keep that up.
Dana, what drew you to Colonel Custard? 3 months ago when you met, and
Am I confessing here?
Outside
in the chicken booth.
the confessional, the seal of confession has been extended to the chicken.
Order 57.
Well, you see, it was his money, to be frank. I
Order
was
57.
I was in a bad spot, and I just needed some help, and Colonel Custard was just really a nice guy and took care of me when I needed it.
The world might frown upon you for your shady past, Dana, but our unspecified Lord sends people in your time of need, and I'm glad that you found the shelter in the storm. All I want to know, Dana, is have you ever seen Dustin and Colonel Custard in the same room?
This is a great question.
Last call for 57 and throw it in the trash.
You know, even when I got married to Colonel Custard, no, I did not.
Are they the same person? What's going
Dustin
on?
wasn't there at our wedding. And
Both people with like a hat.
Dana, do you spend much time together with Colonel Custard?
Not really. His work takes him out of where
The
are we?
military.
The military takes him.
His work in the Culver's army.
The chicken arm. Yeah, his work takes him away frequently, so it's just Dustin and I at home a lot of the time.
Well, Dana, join hands with me in prayer. Dear unspecified heavenly...
Chicken.
Heavenly chicken.
Alright, throw it in the trash.
Please help Dana to... Please guide her. Oh, are you just deciding this?
Yeah, you can play out the scene, but like this,
okay.
I think this is a positive thing for Father Jim Binion right now. Like it's
Dana, I want to know one thing from you.
You already asked me one thing.
I have many single questions.
I want to know one thing.
Tuck is low.
Well, two things actually. Do you prefer the ranch or the honey mustard on your
Honey
chicken?
mustard.
Okay. Could we get one order of the sacramental honey mustard? Thank you. And Dana, could you just tell me roughly what your husband's work schedule is? What time does he typically leave the house?
I mean, he's gone for travel for weeks at times. And he's currently, he should be getting back any day now. Maybe tomorrow.
Interesting. Good to know.
Oh,
Thank you for joining me here.
I see what's happening.
Thank you for your guidance, Father Binion.
May the chicken be with
And also, in your stomach.
you. And with your
And
spirit.
with your cooking oil.
Clock.
All right. Well, good. And scene.
Ooh, are you trying to kill? You
Ooh.
trying to kill? Plus,
Clockman. Interesting. Good to know. It's a bad phrase to hear from your religious leader. Okay. All right. So, yeah.
So now I have a single positive card.
You got a positive
I have not
card?
looked at it.
Yeah. And now we just continue clockwise.
So these come into play at the end of the act, perhaps?
Yeah. Well, I think it's even. Yeah. Yeah. It's at the end of Act 1.
Okay.
Wrap up the scene to fit the outcome and pass the spotlight to the next player.
Yeah. After Act
Okay.
1, we'll deal with that.
Do you get to see the outcome card?
No.
After Act 1.
After Act 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I got
now,
wrapped up already.
now Haley, you get to decide who you want to have a scene with, or what you want to do at all. Like you can either establish or resolve. So you're either going to create the scene, or we're going to create the scene.
Okay.
If you create the scene, then you're in control, but we decide the outcome. Otherwise, you decide the outcome ahead of time, and the three of us create the scene. So you either establish or resolve.
Man, because like in theater, you get to do the warm-ups. So
No.
This is the warm-up.
This is the
feel like
warm-up.
I'm doing
Act 1 is the
live.
warm-up.
Act 1 is the warm-up.
All right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it makes more sense for me to figure out the connection with Father Jim Binion. Or if it makes more sense for you to tell me about your stolen engagement ring.
Either one.
Yeah.
And you can either establish or you can resolve,
can
and
punt.
then the three of us decide
You
like
can let us
how.
decide because we'll probably pick one of those
Yeah.
relationships to flesh out.
Yeah.
Well, let's try it the other way, just to
Okay.
see,
Resolve?
just to see what the other way is like.
Sure. So if we resolve, you get to pick if you want a negative outcome or a positive outcome for your character.
Does she have to decide this preemptively, or can she decide it in the course of the scene?
I think you decide it preemptively. If you're resolving, you get to decide. Regardless of who is deciding, it's best if everyone starts the scene with an open mind. Will it be positive or negative for the character in the spotlight?
300 bits from the Bella
Oh,
Bunny.
you can decide as it goes on.
If you get 86 at the church's chicken, is that an exclamation?
Okay, yeah, you get to decide at some point. So you make the decision. You don't have to make it right now.
26 months from Hotek's page, and we also had 38-month resub from His Ranger. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Okay, that means that we get to establish the scene for Haley.
I just figured
Yeah.
we should just try
They're both
of
good.
them.
They're both good.
Mhm.
All right, what should Crystal Mervyn be doing? Either what her relationship is with Dustin Custard,
Mhm.
or what's going on at the church.
Yeah, we don't know much of anything about Dustin Custard at this point, so we could flesh that out now, or we could save it for your scene.
I don't care either way. Now, do you have a strong opinion?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because Crystal could be meeting Father Binion out back of the chicken hut.
Where the
mean-
lab is.
Or at the church
Where
now.
the
that-
lab is.
At the lab underneath the church, down in the church
The
kitchen.
Resident Evil lab underneath the church.
No, it's the church kitchen.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay, do that.
Oh no, but I'm not prepared to do that.
You don't have to be.
Okay.
You can't prepare for that.
Well, all right. Well, you got to set it up. Set it up for us.
So the scene is later that night.
Mm-hmm.
Father Jim Binion has returned to his
Spiritual
hall.
Thanks.
the
What's
church.
it called when the
Hall.
church owns a house?
of the rectory.
The
No,
rectory.
is it? I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
been
The
too
church
long.
house. He is returned to church house.
Church house.
And he's entered into the kitchen, and he's looking over his drug making machines when he hears a very loud knock at the door. And he opens the door to find Crystal Mervyn.
Crystal,
I arrived.
thank you for coming. I have some alarming news.
Okay.
I met with Dana today. You know Dana?
A little bit. She's new in town. I'm not so sure about her yet.
Well, you know what she and Colonel Custer are up to.
Being married?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I am aware.
It just
That-
happened very quickly. And
Yeah.
I tried to get some sort of information on the Colonel's schedule, but I think Dana was holding out on me.
Speeches client master competition. Listen, it's fine at the chicken church. It's
Anyway, come in.
Is there something that you need from him?
Crystal.
Look, I'm a small-time criminal. I'm not the brains behind
It's
this
true,
operation.
Crystal. I thought maybe you would know something about Colonel Custard. It seemed I have heard through the grapevine that you've been hanging out with his boy, his 48-year-old
boy.
Yes, I do. I have been hanging around with Dustin, but you know, there hasn't been much going on there. I mean, he got a hold of some stuff. We've been reselling some things that he's been stealing from his stepmom. You know, getting a little bit of extra change here and there, but
Together?
Yeah.
Do you pool the funds?
I mean,
Do you spend
you know,
it together? Does he get
it's-
the money? Where are you? Are you left out in the cold here?
No, we've been splitting it. Mostly, I
Crystal.
just know all of the pawn shops in town, and so it's easier for me to sell them.
Crystal,
And plus,
let me
I'm
tell you
cute and no one expects me.
Given my vow of celibacy, I can't comment. But Crystal,
I don't really think your vows mean all that much.
I am celibate to the holy chicken.
Crystal, you know I try to run a tight ship here, a professional operation. Keep things quiet. I take the drugs from the drug making machine.
Like easy pick.
One drug.
I give them to you, Crystal. You see that they turn into money,
I also,
and then you take
yeah.
your cut and I get some of that.
I also take them to the pawn shops.
So you can't just be pawning the drugs. Crystal, if you need money, you should have told me. If you're so strapped for cash that you have to be pawning jewelry from Dustin Custard,
I mean, part of it's just
this
that
is
it's
gonna draw the
fun.
heat. This is gonna draw the heat, Crystal. I need you. Take my hands. Let us bow our heads.
Okay.
Let us
You
bow
know,
our heads
you
and
know I'm
close our eyes.
atheist, right?
Let us bow our heads and close our eyes. Give me the wallet, if you got it.
I told you I'm strapped for cash.
Crystal, may the chicken be with you.
And with your mustard.
I'm gonna need you to tell me one thing.
Yes.
Good to know.
When you sell the drugs,
Yes.
do you put the ranch on them or the honey mustard?
Lately I've been doing the ranch.
Is that because I'm trying to do market research and figure out which sauce to put into the drug making machine that is really going to drive the customers wild. So it's ranch. Okay. It's good to know. Interesting.
I just thought that ranch made it fly under the radar
Mm-hmm.
a little more, because honey mustard, everyone knows that that's an addictive substance. And
Ranch
that just
doesn't
seems
show
a
up in
little-
drug tests.
Yeah, and you know, honey mustard just seemed a little too obvious to me.
Do you want to decide an outcome? Crystal, where are you headed? Where are you headed this evening? You got plans? You going somewhere? Meeting anybody?
Negative,
You
I
want
guess.
to-
Yeah, why not? Look, I'm trying to try all the cards. I mean, I'm gonna
There's no wrong
Yeah.
thing.
I'm gonna be meeting up with Dustin tonight because he said he got a hold of something that's gonna be worth more than the usual junk he's been picking up.
Crystal. Give me the drugs back. We're through.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
We're breaking up.
I need to be able to trust my people.
Okay, well I think I've got some in my back pocket.
Here you go, one drug.
Here's
It's kind of
five
drippy.
It's
drugs.
drippy.
It is covered in ranch. You did request that I cover it in ranch.
Well, keep this for later. Crystal,
You can't
I
do
just
this
want
to
you to
me and
know.
my family.
that the church door is always open to you. And if you decide to repent, I'll be here for you.
I mean, it seems like you're closing the church door on me.
I am. Good night.
All right. Wow, that was There was a lot that transpired there. Is this a church's chicken? Oh God. Okay, so we learned a few little things there. We learned that
I'm not very good at improv.
I'm not bad. Yeah, I need to.
You're doing great.
I used to be good at improv, but it's been so long.
you're doing great. So the relationship between Father Jim Binion and Crystal Mervyn has
Sour.
closed.
Not quite. Yeah.
This
You
long-
took back my one drug.
my ranch soaked. Oh.
Oh, that makes
Ooh,
sense.
yeah. Crystal knows too much now. It's true. We got 36 months from Julia 27. Hey, congrats on 3. Okay. All right. So for mine, I guess I'm going to resolve. I'll let y'all decide the scene, and I'll pick the outcome at some point. So what scene should Dustin Custard be in?
So are these always between 2 players?
Yeah, I mean it can be 3 if it calls for it, but I mean it's not impossible, but it's
So, like-
most likely between 2 characters.
Okay.
But it can be if it needs to be between more people.
Well, I kind of like the idea of, because Haley had mentioned that Dustin and Crystal were going to meet up tonight.
Sure.
Mhm.
Maybe doing
But
that.
where are they meeting up? At your house? At the Custard residence? Or are they
At the
meeting
food
up?
court. Everything just goes back to the food court.
It's a big mall.
What's a good location for the meetup? Where would they be meeting up? They're small-time vandals.
Skate park.
Skate park.
Roller skating rink.
The roller skating
The
rink.
abandoned roller skating rink.
Ooh.
Abandoned
Ooh.
roller skating rink. Is
Yeah.
it an indoor or outdoor?
Indoor.
It's indoor. Oh, okay.
So, it's still got the carpet. You know,
Remember
the carpet.
your background here? You always used to come here and do your vandal things.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So it's got faded old arcade carpet. Bunch of old lights.
Disco ball just
Disco
sitting on the floor.
ball, and it's like I was thinking like swinging, like it's gonna fall someday.
Yeah.
It hasn't quite yet, and it could be today.
Ceiling tiles that are.
They don't have a full arcade. They just have one cabinet, and it's not. They don't even have
busted.
Donkey Kong. They have Kangaroo.
Okay. So I'm in an abandoned skating rink.
vandalizing it.
I'm actively vandalizing
That's what
it
you do.
because I'm a vandal. I'm a 48-year-old stepchild. I have a can of spray paint, and I'm
plans to meet
You
up with
are
Crystal
wearing
tonight.
roller skates.
wearing roller skates.
rollerblades.
The rollerblades. The place has
'Cause
been
you're-
closed down for a
because-
decade.
That's what vandals wear is blades.
This is just turning into Jet Set Radio.
I love that you. All right.
This is
So I'm-
skater boy.
It's a massive engagement ring that you have.
okay, and we open with
What do you spray paint?
Crystal Mervyn crawling through the window to get inside the thing.
What do you spray paint?
I'm spray painting I heart vandalism on the side of the wall.
Down with unspecified religion.
Don't like that chicken, fella.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, you're here. This is my voice.
You know what? That's how you've always sounded. It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
It hasn't changed. I keep waiting. It just hasn't happened yet. So, Crystal, where you been?
I was meeting with, with Father at the church.
Do you get any more ranch drug?
I got less ranch drug.
Oh, sorry. I tried to be more clear. We need more ranch drug.
Did you give him all of the ranch drug?
He took all the ranch drug. I mean, there may be a little bit of residue left in my pocket.
Oh no. What happened? Oh, you're ruining the carpet. What happened with Father Jim?
Father Jim Binion is just in one of his moods again. And
I hate his moods.
Me too, and he took my drug.
Well, guess what? We don't need to worry about that because I got some bigger.
I heard.
My stepmom,
Dana.
Who is younger than you?
who is younger than me, has got so much jewelry, and I found the megalode. Do you want to know what it is?
I would like to know what it is. That is why I crawled into this abandoned vandalist hole.
This is my vandal hole. As it turns out, my stepmom was previously married, as you may know.
As everybody knows in town. It's
I really hate
so
that
shocking.
everyone knows
It's
that.
gossip.
Sorry, let me make sure my hat's on.
You know that the church is, definitely runs this town. The unspecified religion runs this town, and the unspecified religion has iffy feelings on it. So it's been the gossip. Everybody's been gossiping.
I happen to have this. Her massive engagement ring.
I think
Is it the ring to
The
your
ring,
father?
the ring
or
part
my
is
first
down
husband?
here. It's mostly just this gem.
is that real?
Yes, I had it tested in the test lab yesterday, and it is 1000% real. It was very difficult to get off of her finger last night while she was asleep. I don't think she's gonna notice.
Like, people call big ones sweater snaggers, but that's like an entire closet snagger.
This would kill you if you fell on you from 6 inches.
Let me tell you, man. I like it. I think we're gonna be able to leave town with it. But I also don't think that any pawn shop around here is going to buy a diamond that's larger than like the Hope Diamond. I think we may have to upgrade from being small-time vandals into like big-time vandals. And I don't know if I got any big-time vandal contacts currently.
Oh no. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm gonna hold on to this, and you find us a way to get rid of it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it back into my very baggy pants, where I keep By the way, did you want some Sbarro? I was in the food court earlier.
No, I am.
No?
I'm good.
Baby
Okay.
back. Yeah,
All
it's-
right. Well, you get out there, and I'll be in here. I gotta finish my
Your artwork.
artwork.
Yeah. Just think about how much time you're gonna have for your art after this. You can finally live your real dream.
I'm gonna take a negative based off the
Because you
fact
didn't
there
get
was
the ring.
yeah,
You
like
didn't
there.
push the ring.
Well, it's just that we don't have a buyer.
We don't- yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
can't-
a problem.
I can't
It's
walk
gonna
up
be-
with
For
a-
the
it's gonna
record,
be a
it
big
sounds like
problem.
you can do it anyway, but like if you decide the outcome during the scene, then you like finish playing out the scene with the general idea that it should be positive or negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can, and I can push, like if I were to grab a positive
You're
card.
not beholden to how it played out. You can
No.
choose the outcome and how that determine how it plays out.
Yeah, you get a choice.
Influence how it plays out.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hey.
Hope you're having a good Sunday. Welcome. Mallory, you
I'm gonna
are
establish a scene.
okay. Where do you establish?
Later at night, I'm waiting in the easy chair as you come home.
Staying up waiting for your
I'm interested.
48
Dustin has been gone all evening, and he had chores to do. And I also have questions about where my ring is gone.
Dustin might have questions about your shameful past.
Okay. I don't own a car, so I'm definitely like on.
You're on your rollerblades.
I'm on my rollerblade, so you can hear me come up the driveway.
Dustin.
Mom.
Oh, you call me Mom.
When you call her like Dana.
Yeah, you would call me
Dana. I don't know how these relationships work.
Dustin, you should have been home hours ago.
I'm not a child, Dana. I'm 12 years older than you.
Keeps changing. you had chores to do around the house to help out around here, and you just...
Chores? I did all of my chores. You asked me to clean the chair that I pooped in. It was an accident. I cleaned it up. Were there any other things I needed to do?
Just wondering where you're going in life, Dustin. I know you keep trying to make art. Is that a good path in life for you?
I would really...
You really smell of spray paint.
I've been practicing. I will have you know, Dana. I'm getting really good at vandalism. It's going really well. I've just about completely converted the old roller skating rink into my
Gallery.
artistic gallery paradise. It's going great.
Dustin, have you seen my ring around, the one your father gave me?
Dustin shifts slightly as a giant bulge.
Wait, was it Jinko jeans?
Yeah, I'm wearing, yes, yeah. Dustin has been wearing the same pair of Jinko jeans for 28 years.
They're back in style.
It's got pockets that go to the ankles. There's this giant bulge at the ankle.
Came back around.
With these roller skates. What?
Did they keep getting stuck in the woods?
What? I don't know what you're talking about, Dana.
You can either give it back, or I'm gonna talk with your father when he gets home tomorrow.
Dad?
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, Dad's on a trip.
Yeah, he was
My
called
dad.
away by the military.
Yeah, he was. That's true, the things that you are saying right now.
I don't think the colonel's gonna be really happy with this.
I think that perhaps Dad might have some things to say to you, Dana.
Dustin, I was talking to Father Binion today.
Oh God, always with the Father Binion, down at the Chuck and Cluck.
You know that's not what it's called, Dustin.
That's what me and my friends call it. I've got lots of friends, and none of them are older than 22.
I just really think that you would get a lot out of talking to Father Binion. Maybe put you on a better path in life. At 48.
Listen, I'm just really busy, okay? I got things to do.
I guess we'll have to talk to your father tomorrow.
Dustin starts to storm off, just dragging his leg up the
What
stairs
should our outcome be here?
as hard as he can.
It's the outcome from Mal, right?
Yeah,
Or
the outcome for me.
Dana.
For Dana.
I mean, so far everything seems pretty negative.
Yeah. Because
Well, now
everything I
make
wanted.
it positive.
All right. It's positive now.
I don't know.
You will, I guess you have, your soul has peace because you know that you'll talk to the Father.
Because yeah, he'll be
I
home
think
tomorrow.
Dustin should agree to speak to Father Binion.
Fine, Mom, I'll talk to Father Binion, but I'm not calling him that. I'm calling him Father Jim. I know that's his first name.
All right, Dustin. That's great. We can go do that tomorrow.
It's playing Are You Sleeping? Okay.
You
See.
need me to tuck you in?
Can you read me a bedtime story? Nothing with the bears. They scare me.
All right. So that is half of Act 1.
Yeah.
We have one more round to go
Mm-hmm.
before things get flipped on their heads.
Okay, well, I will resolve.
You will resolve.
Yeah.
Okay. We also had 25 months from Larry C24. Larry, thank you.
What does that mean?
So if Alex is resolving, we set the scene. Alex will
okay,
decide
okay.
whether it's positive or outcome, but we set the scene for Alex. Okay, I think there's two ways we could go about this.
Yeah.
I mean, you could either have the conversation with Dustin now,
Yeah, because I mean we set it up.
or there could be an additional conversation between Jim and Dana about the fact that they're going to have a conversation with.
That seems minor.
I feel like
Seems
it
too
makes
much
more sense for you to meet
Yeah.
up with him.
Okay.
Oh, you could be meeting up, and you are trying to get him to kill me. Because you've got to
Yeah,
get
one of
away
you's
with
trying to get away
murder.
with murder.
So you got to have a murder thing, and so because I have not been a good enough small town vandal, you're now finding another small town vandal. I mean, you can say no, but it would make sense to me.
All right, so.
Or my shameful past is so shameful.
All right, so the scene opens, and Dustin Custard is at the order side of the chicken hut.
Yeah, I'll have a number 7 and
Have a good time,
extra.
Dustin. You don't have a driver's license. I'm dropping you off.
Thanks, Mom. Dana. Very embarrassed to occasionally call you Mom. And then extra honey mustard. And also, can I speak with the father?
Father Jim Binion walks up behind you.
Oh, okay. No.
Son, I heard you order the honey mustard. I think you should really try the ranch.
No, ranch messes with my stomach.
Son, I think you should try the ranch. Come with me. Have a seat. We'll get your order out to you. It's on the house. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you, Father Jim. I'm not gonna call you Father Binion.
I must insist that you call me Father Binion.
Okay, Father Binion. You've twisted my arm.
Dustin,
Yeah?
show me what's in your pants.
Oh.
I never finished this Sbarro. I mean, I didn't steal it or anything. I was gonna eat it last night and I forgot. I offered it
Dustin,
to Chris. Huh.
Dustin, there's a trash can right there.
Well, it's fine for later.
Dustin, there seems to be something glimmering and glinting in your pants there.
I get that a lot.
Does that happen to be a diamond ring?
Well, no.
Because Dustin, if I had a diamond ring like that, I would want to know where I could fence it. And it would be difficult to find someone who could fence that for you in a town like this.
Father Jim, I don't know what's going on with the church, but I don't know anyone who can build no fence.
Dustin, come here, please.
You just keep coming closer and closer.
Dustin,
Yeah.
you're a good boy.
Thanks. I don't get that at home.
Tell me about your home life, Dustin.
Well, my mom, Dana, doesn't believe in my art abilities, so I have to practice all by myself down at the skating rink. And that's it. Dad's away.
That sounds really hard, Dustin. But your father is coming back in town from a business trip, I understand.
Yeah, he will be back tonight.
Tonight, Dustin, okay. Now, the reason I asked Dustin is that the situation with the alleged hypothetical large diamond ring, it seems like it might be upsetting to your stepmother. And it seems like if your father comes back in town and that ring is still, I don't know, dangling around somewhere to be found, that might spell trouble for you. But if that ring were perhaps out of your sight, out of nothing you needed to worry about for now, we could find maybe a nice home for that ring. Give you a nice cut of the finder's fee for that ring. And everything would be hunky-dory for
You'd
you.
be able to open your own gallery.
You could open
Buy
your
me.
own art gallery, Dustin,
Oh,
with that
jeez.
kind of money.
Oh, jeez.
And
Oh.
cash, Dustin, is liquid. Cash is wonderful.
Cash is liquid, oh god!
Nobody can ask you pesky questions about the cash. They can ask you a lot of pesky questions about a giant, shiny rock.
I don't know, Father Jim. I always just work with crystal.
Oh, Crystal, yes. The person.
Well, Don't you know? She says she knows you.
Oh, yes, we've been associates for quite a long time, Dustin. She
Yeah.
does a great business with me.
Yeah, she said that you were in a mood the other night. What's that mean? Oh.
It was a full moon, Dustin.
Is it like kind of like my mom gets in the mood sometimes? Is it the same thing with the moon? I get that. You gotta tell me more about this liquid cash thing.
She's a werewolf.
Dustin, here's what I need you to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to answer one question for me.
Interesting. Good to know.
No.
Could we get order number 58, please? Dustin.
Takes one for the day.
Only one person comes in a day.
Dustin, on these chicken tenders, do you want the honey mustard or do you want the ranch?
Is this like a red pill, blue pill situation?
Do you want the ranch, Dustin? Perhaps you'll take the ranch. I highly recommend it.
Alright.
Good, Dustin.
I'll try the ranch.
So what I'm gonna need you to do, Dustin, take these chicken fingers, make sure they're completely covered in ranch. Put them in your back pocket. And take them to the pawn shop. I think you know what to do with them from there.
Yeah.
And in return,
Yeah.
you give me that ring. And right now, I have for you $80,000 cash. Money's on the table, Dustin.
Sticky and covered in ranch.
Oh, thank God this isn't liquid. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're very strong.
It's a good thing this is a dead mall.
Now, Dustin. I resolved. This is positive for me.
Yeah.
Dustin. May the chicken be with you. You got any plans to meet up with Crystal anytime soon? Your dad is getting back in town tonight, you said. I don't know if you'll be busy, if you'll need to be around for that, or if you have other plans.
Yeah. I was gonna hang out with Crystal tonight. We're gonna meet at Crystal's. Crystal really likes to eat at Crystal's. Every time we go there, she goes, haha. That's our thing.
Even though it's spelled differently.
Yeah. Well, we vandalized the sign. It's spelled her way now.
Interesting. Good to know.
Honey mustard.
No, ranch.
Now it's ranch, apparently.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I have some concerns about from the very first conversation.
What?
About Dustin and his
Yeah,
dad
I don't-
never being seen in the same room, and I internalized that.
That could get into
that.
let's not territory
Yeah.
if we go into it too hard. So let's try and just leave a little mystery.
That's fine. We had 6 months from Absolute Mad Lady and 29 months from Tiniest and Kitties. Okay.
We're playing Fiasco for the people who
Yeah,
have
can we
no
do
idea
a
what's
quick
going on.
synopsis for because
Oh,
like
they
Diddy
don't-
Eggs is here.
Well, they've got here.
Oh.
Let me show you what they've got. What they've got, courtesy of Chaz. They've got this.
Oh. That's fun.
So they have all of the information they need.
Father Jim Binion.
Anyway, they're all set. They know everything they need to know. All
Those
they
are our
need-
names right here,
Yep.
and this is kind of what's going on.
This is the relationships that we have to each other.
So we each get some scenes, and we get to figure out if what's happening in the scene, and then there's also outcomes.
Yes.
And then it moves on to the next person, and they kind of get to keep doing that.
Yeah, it's our first time playing, so this is a warm up.
It's going great. All right.
So that was.
Yep, that was Alex's. Now Haley gets her second scene of Act 1. You can establish a resolve.
I guess I'll establish.
And where do you want the scene to take place? Who is involved? What is being discussed?
Well, I mean, I guess there is. We talked about how Dustin was going to meet up with Crystal at the Crystal.
Yeah, that's true. We can do that.
I suppose. I mean, I feel like that's the most logical scene. Because
Yeah.
I don't see a reason why we would meet up.
So-
Unless we want to get your murder going. Because I still don't know who you're trying to murder.
Well, you could also.
Well,
be
you guys
trying-
had a slight
You could be trying
falling
to murder
out.
me.
So, okay, but maybe I'll find
Maybe,
out
yeah.
about that and then we'll do the murder.
It is good to think of, like the
Because you know
Christmas.
you'll learn
Think
he
about
is
your
the
motivation.
ring.
Yeah,
for
so
the
it
scene.
makes more sense.
Okay.
What are you trying to get out of this exchange?
So we're gonna. I found a buyer for the ring, but you've already sold it.
Okay, so we're meeting at the Crystal.
Yeah. Hey, Dustin, look, it's the crystal.
I love that, Crystal. That's great.
Never gets old.
this all the time.
Never gets old. All right, good news. I have
Yeah.
found a buyer for the ring. Hand it over.
Oh, I don't have the ring now. Crystal, it doesn't matter. We got $80,000.
It's worth a lot more than 80,000.
Are you sure?
It's literally the largest diamond ever.
80,000's a lot.
I don't know if you understand. This is not liquid.
He usually isn't. Well, wait, but who did you sell it to?
I sold it to Father Jim.
And Dustin, this is Monopoly money.
Oh my God, it's red! Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, I was so excited I forgot to check the color of the money.
I mean, I
looked, it tasted like paper.
kind of had enough. Father Jim Binion. He fires me from my job. He takes all my ranch.
Swastikas.
And took the ring, which was supposed to be my retirement fund.
Oh, Crystal, I'm so sorry.
I was gonna reopen the skating rink, which you know has been my dream, the roller skating
I know,
rink.
and I was gonna do the
All
murals.
I wanted, my dad, it was his final wish for me, was to bring back the glory of the indoor skating rink.
Oh,
American tradition.
what was his name? I forget.
Oh, Drennan
Mervin.
Mervin.
Drennan Mervin, that's right. DM we called him, yeah.
Champ.
Town hero, and this was my chance to finally, live up to my dad.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Crystal, I'm so sorry. What are we gonna do? We gotta get that ring back.
I think we're just gonna have to kill him.
The ring doesn't have life. You can't kill a ring.
No.
I mean, there was that movie.
No, Father.
That movie
Jim
messed me
Binion.
up.
We could kill Father Jim Binion,
Oh.
and then there would be an opening for a faith leader, and you could take up that role and turn the church into your gallery.
I could hit the button on the drug machine.
Yeah, you could hit the drug machine button. I think this is a great idea.
Father Jim let me press the button once, and that was really exciting. I've
Yeah.
been riding that high ever since.
Imagine if you got to press it as many times as you want.
Oh my God, Crystal, we could sell the drug, and then there would be more drug, because we would no middleman.
Yeah, no more. Yeah, no more. We won't be small-time criminals anymore. We'd be
goodness.
big time.
And then we could take that trip that we always wanted to that place that I don't remember right now. Cancun. Oh, that's how you pronounce that? I've been pronouncing that differently.
differently.
It's not the same way. Anyway, okay, alright, well, it sounds like what we need to do is we need to
Do a murder.
do one murder, 1 unit of murder, 1 cc of murder, 1 death, 1 homicidal.
I think we should poison the ranch. And see
Well, you need an outcome.
a positive, because that was a great time.
That was great.
We were-
Positive.
Yeah, you do still have the ranch drug in your pocket.
That's true. My pants are soaked. Constantly
yeah.
sitting on chicken strips.
It's coming out of your back pocket like a mush.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, what was your dad's name? Drinnion?
Drinnin?
Drinnin.
Drinnion?
Drinnin.
Drinnin. Look, he showed me Drinnin. Drinnon. He was the town hero who ran the beloved roller skating rink that fell into disarray after his
After
death.
a mysterious
His
set
mysterious
of
death.
circumstances.
Drinnin Mervin.
Drinnin Mervin. Yeah.
Okay. So, for my second scene, I think I'll resolve and let y'all decide what it is, because at this point we know that Dustin needs to
Poison the ranch.
poison the ranch. We haven't heard from Dana in a while.
Yeah.
But you're also waiting to see Dustin's father. Daddy Custard. Colonel Custard.
Custard.
Colonel Custard.
I mean, would you want to step in as Colonel Custard? I don't know I don't know what that confrontation would look like.
We can do that. I feel like that's a thing we can do. So between the two of them at home and...
So it's Dustin...
Colonel Custard and Dana.
Oh, the three of us.
Well, Dana... Okay, so it's Dustin and Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin knows that Colonel Custard is coming home and is trying to do what he needs to do at home and get out and go do something else before Colonel Custard gets there. But perhaps Colonel Custard arrives earlier than anticipated.
Okay. So Dustin is coming home after meeting Crystal at the Crystal. He rollerblades the 14 miles home.
To get the poison.
He does have amazing calves.
I really gotta get a car. So he gets home and he
He'll be able to afford one
he
soon.
realizes that the Humvee is in the driveway, and he says, "Oh no, Dad." Walks in. Dad.
And Colonel, this is what I've been telling you about that's been going on while you've been away. He comes home at all hours of the day and night.
It's 7:40 p.m.
Boy, what did I tell you about coming home in the day? You're only allowed to come home in the morning.
I know. I'm sorry,
You
Dad.
gotta put breakfast on the table for me.
I'm sorry. I'll get started right away, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Egg. Oh no, cook! Oh no!
See, I don't know how you don't just find it this easy. It's great when you just psychologically broke the boy for 48 years. He'll do anything you say.
Colonel, I've been trying so hard.
Do you have the chicken strips?
Oh yeah, Dad. I don't have any. I brought you some food, Dad.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you, son.
Got you some Sbarro and hold on. Oh, it's in the back. It's some Sbarro and some chicken strips. They got ranch on
Is
them.
that ranch I see, son?
That's ranch.
Son,
you love it.
ordinarily-
You know we're a honey mustard family.
No, that woman you're thinking of Colonel Mustard. I'm Colonel Custard that you married. You need to keep your facts straight. I know this one weren't necessarily for love.
You've been so kind to me, Colonel.
But what is love but an exchange of
Custard.
convenient?
Of condiments.
Is the girl gonna notice I don't have my ring on?
You get access to my custard fortune, and you wash my back on Wednesdays when I take the bath.
That
Now,
was in our vows, yes.
It was the only part of our vows.
It's the only thing.
Now, son, you know ordinarily I wouldn't be keen to eat the food what come out your britches.
Yeah, that was always a problem between me and you. I was always eating out of people's pants.
Richest food.
But you know, son, I do love me some ranch. So thank you for the snack. Now, what were you here to do? You said you had an errand to run?
I came home to poop.
Son.
You know I can't poop anywhere but home, Dad.
You got a shy sphincter, that's right.
I do. I got it from Mom.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul, Dad. She had the shyest sphincter of anyone I've done ever seen.
Son?
Yeah.
Well, you go on about your business, son.
I'm already going. Sorry. Don't close the door.
Don't you let me catch you eavesdropping from behind that portrait of Great Grandpapa Custard that has the eye holes cut out.
Okay, Dad. That's real specific. Sorry, Dad. It's gonna be a multi-flusher.
Do you have access to the medicine cabinet in there?
Oh God.
Wait, aren't you trying to get poisoned?
Yeah, I know where it is.
Okay.
You're looking in the medicine cabinet.
Dana, I'm just gonna eat this chicken here if you don't mind.
That's fine.
I would share it with you, but I am a bit peckish.
I know you've been gone. They don't feed you so well when you're away.
No, the military does not feed well.
No.
They say an army marches on their feet. And you don't need food for your feet.
Oh.
Common military phrase.
Now, Dana, I'm just... it's quite tasty. Dana, I was wanting to ask you... I know we've been married for several days now. And over the few weeks and months since we met, it's been great getting to know you. And I'm glad we found this mutually beneficial arrangement.
I sure have.
I did want to ask you, Dana, about your shameful past. I know that's...
I don't like to talk about that, Colonel.
Dana, your maiden name, Dana. Would you remind me what that is? What your poor husband? He was a business owner, was he?
Yeah, Wendell.
Wendell.
Dana Wendell. That was my former name.
He didn't by chance. Was he from this town?
No.
He didn't. He didn't own any sort of skating rink.
No, he did not.
I see. And the shameful accident that caused the destruction of the skating rink was just an isolated, shameful... There are many shameful things in all of our...
There are so many
that are
shameful things.
There are very many shameful things.
Well-
My former husband, he got caught money laundering, literally, and
He was trying to turn it
the government came down on him hard with destruction of money. You're supposed to do that.
Dustin.
And it's so shameful to me that, I had to leave him and get away, and you've
I
just
see.
been so kind to me, Colonel.
That's very convenient that your shameful past was not connected to anything you did. Well, I'm so glad that I found this.
Well, I owned the
virtuous woman.
washing machine. I had to get away from that washing
I see.
machine.
Well, I presume
In
you
a
confided
rage,
all
I
of this
destroyed-
in our spiritual leader, Father Jim Binion. and he is
Father
doing
Jim
right.
Binion has really helped me see the light, and
That's wonderful.
the chicken just
Now you know it is
brought me a lot of inner peace.
Wednesday, so I'm gonna need you to go get the loofah
Dustin.
while I finish this chicken.
I'll also heat the bath for you.
Dustin.
I'm sorry. That ranch, it's quite delicious, but I'm not sure that it is like any ranch I ever tasted. Oh Lord mercy, I think I'm having the palpitations.
Do you need your
Boy,
medication?
Boy, what you put in that ranch, boy?
Oh God, Dad! Dad! You're turning into cash, Dad! Oh no! Oh no! Dad, as soon as I wipe, I'll be there! Dad!
Dana's on the phone calling 911.
So I'm gonna say a negative outcome.
Poor Colonel Custard.
That was mine.
He was a short-lived.
That was mine. That was my scene.
It was a short-lived character.
So-
Colonel Custard left.
So I went home to get poison, and I got as far as the toilet. My dad came home. He's dead.
Indirectly murdered by Jim Binion's chicken drug.
The chicken drug. Okay. The final scene in Act 1 is Mallory's. So are you going to establish a resolve?
Resolve.
Okay. I think the scene that makes the most sense is probably what happens immediately after.
Yeah.
Your husband is dead on the ground and I'm finishing up in the toilet.
Priest to show up. Probably.
I don't know who else to call.
We may want to save the priest, because this is only Act 1. We have one more act.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
we may want to save the priest showing up for Act 2.
Yeah.
So we may just need to have a conversation between the two of us.
Act 2 could be Colonel Custard's services.
Well, and there's going to be additional things that
Yeah,
change
yeah.
things in Act 2. So, okay, so in this scene, Dustin has wiped, and
Oh.
he's
And I'm doing CPR.
you're doing CPR, and I come
Puddle
in
of man.
and
Five man.
ranch everywhere. I come in and I go, Mom, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He
Dustin,
can't.
what do you mean? Call 911.
No, it's not gonna work, Mom. A long time ago, Dad had this special surgery done so CPR couldn't revive him. It was a special thing for the military so they couldn't get his secrets, Mom. It won't work.
This is just like what happened before to me.
What?
This is the second ranch.
Your first husband had the CPR surgery? Because that's a lot, Mom. I mean, Dana? Listen, Dana, I know that we've had our differences, but there's something you need to know. Dad had the chicken.
Are you sure it wasn't the Sbarro? I know you got that like 4 days ago.
Oh, wait.
Are you
Could
sure?
be the Sbarro.
Are you sure it was the chicken?
I'm starting to put two and two together. I have a confession, Mom. I don't know if you've noticed, because you haven't seemed to have noticed at all, but your giant, like, 400-pound
My
rock.
hand has felt a lot lighter. Remember last night when I asked you about it?
Yeah, well, oh yeah, I forgot. Listen, you know I had that accident at the skating rink. Listen, Mom.
You got hurt when it was destroyed.
I was in the accident. Listen, Dana, I sold the ring.
You did what?
I sold the ring because me and Crystal wanted to go to Cancun. We wanted to go and I didn't know how to get there, and we've been doing just the petty theft stuff, and I was like, I think your ring might be worth like something, and I sold it. It's gone. But you know what happened?
What? Who did you sell it to?
I sold it to Father Jim. And he's the one that gave me the chicken. And also he didn't want my Sbarro. I think maybe ranch is poison.
You think Father Binion, who has been just a pillar of the community, and for me to have given
Pillar
you
of the food
poison
court.
chicken ranch.
I'm telling you, Mom, I sold the ring to Father Jim. He's got it. I wouldn't have, if I was going to bother to tell you I sold it, why would I lie about who I sold it to?
I just don't know if that would be something Father Binion would do.
Well, guess what? It is. And also, I'll have you know. Actually, hold on.
Oh, that's drugs. It's just drugs, Mom! The ranch is, I've never done a drug, Mom, Dana, but it's drugs! They taste just like drugs.
Yeah, that does.
It's drug. It
It's
tastes
part of my past. I know what drugs taste like.
drug. Plane crashed here. Listen, I think that what we need to do is we need to confront Father Jim because
Shouldn't call the police.
we can't call the police.
I suppose they'd think you killed him.
Yeah, Mom. They kind of would. Dana. They would kind of think that. And I know that we've had our differences, but I'm a good boy.
You sold my ring.
I was doing really good before that.
There's some other stuff we're missing.
I don't know about those. I only sold the ring. Just the ring, only the ring. Listen, I just need to be able to get my life on track after I can get access to a gallery, and then I will be out of your house.
You get to resolve however you want.
Let's do positive. Alright, we'll confront Father Binion. Do you know where he is right now?
He's only ever one or two places.
Fair.
So like, flip a coin, I don't know. Okay, that is the end of Act 1. So
If anyone
time
is
for
lost,
halftime.
we're gonna do a.
We'll do a recap.
Yeah.
This is also a good time to like make a sandwich or get a drink or take a break before we jump into the second half of
Oh, I wasn't Father Binion there. I was Colonel Custard.
Colonel Custard.
Yeah. We added a new character.
I tried to do a different voice.
MDC.
You did. You
You
did a
did
very
good.
voice.
I did. Yeah, that was Dustin's dad, who had the special CPRs. All right.
Yeah, no ranch.
Yeah, the ranch melted Colonel Custard.
Oh.
Custard's
like
a
at the
puddle.
the end of the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, like you really need to be scooping him up and dumping him in the toilet.
Oh, it's easy to get rid of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely get a drink. I guess I'll make a sandwich.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did buy sandwich meats.
I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Go make a sandwich.
Okay.
You make
Yeah,
a
go make a sandwich.
I can.
Yeah.
I also want a sandwich, but some of us have to stay here.
Yeah.
Some of us have to stay
Yeah.
here. Are you gonna stay here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm asking you to make the sandwich. A
All
little bit
right.
of Duke's mayo on mine, just a little bit.
With what?
Meat, cheese, and lettuce,
Bread,
tomato.
just bread and mayonnaise.
As far as meat, I have roast beef and ham.
Okay, roast beef.
Okay.
You'll have to probably wash
And
the
then-
lettuce and stuff too.
Yeah, I also got lettuce, and then I also got some banana peppers because Alex likes banana peppers.
We had a 13-month resub from 3 of Embers and 46 months from Harmon TG. Thank you guys.
Yeah, put some ranch on the sandwich.
This is a game.
This is great.
This has been fun. It's nice to have like kind of the structure in place and then
Yeah.
build off that.
Yeah, I don't know how popular this will turn out to be with the viewers. I would do this again.
Yeah.
It just seems like you get a new scenario, new characters, new motivations, new scenes, new
Yeah.
And there's like the dragon one and there was another one.
Mall. The one at the mall.
Chaz, listen, it was a very shameful past. My former husband died and he was money laundering and I had to get away from it.
I did like how you were trying to tie it into the explosion.
I didn't catch that until it was like a little too late and I was like, oh.
Well, we never know who's telling the truth, so.
Yeah, that's true. We could let's not and be like, stop lying.
Yeah, he took it down because he was he was the owner of a competing skating rink chain and wanted to move into the city, move into this town, and so he blew up the beloved one. But shortly after, he died? Question mark. Can't remember what happened to him.
Listen, it's
He
a
had
very shameful
He
past.
had a minor heart attack, but he had forgotten that he got the
He also got the surgery.
CPR disable switch
The
surgery.
do not resuscitate surgery.
They just like snip.
Snip.
What? None of that makes sense.
Well, they take like all your blood vessels and airways, and they cut into
Snip.
them. So it's like a ragged.
I don't
It's
like
like
that.
a frayed rope.
I
So
don't-
even the slightest little will
Don't like that at
split
all.
your insides in two.
Don't like that at all.
No.
And it helps you in the army.
So should we be using this time to try to sum up what's happened so far?
Well, we started out in the food court at the chicken hut.
I do love food court and chicken.
Sorry, I have hiccups from the cheer wine. So basically, my character is Dana,
Yeah.
who's married to Colonel Custard as her second husband, and Dustin Custard is my stepson.
Who's
48
12 years
48-year-old
older than
step.
you.
12 years older than me. And my massive engagement ring had gone missing. And Dustin doesn't listen to me. But in order to get away from my shameful past, I've remarried someone with a lot of money, Colonel Custard. And I've also found...
You agreed to wash his back.
I agreed to wash his back, and in addition, I get housing and money and a massive engagement ring. But I've also found unspecified religion at the chicken hut, who's...
Yeah, the spiritual leader of our unspecified faith is me, Father Jim Binion.
Oh, poor son. Somebody just got here and they're babble. This is a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
So then Father
And
Jim
Father
Binion...
Jim Binion, as it turns out, is a drug dealer. He keeps in the church all of the drug machines.
The drug machine and the ranch.
The drug making machines to make drugs that are in the guise of chicken with ranch. And previously, Crystal Mervyn, young ne'er-do-well, was working for me, Father Jim Binion, to help me sell the drugs. But she got involved with Dustin in these small-time crimes, and I 86'd that arrangement. And so she's now mad at me.
You took my drugs.
Dustin and Crystal were planning to sell the
My
giant
engagement
engagement ring and use the money to skip town and go to Cancun. But Father Jim Binion fleeced Dustin into giving him the ring in exchange for $80,000 in Monopoly money, which is that you have to buy a lot of Monopoly sets to get $80,000 in Monopoly money, so that's worth something. And so he's an idiot. And
Well, he
also,
was-
I tried to get him to take over your job selling the chicken, but
Yeah.
he is so inept at it that he just used it to kill accidentally Colonel Custer.
Yeah. Crystal is the daughter of, what was his name? Drinnen Mervyn, who was the beloved owner of the indoor skating rink that blew up mysteriously shortly after her father's death, and her dream is to bring it back.
And
There's
she
a
wanted
lot
the ring
happening.
money to do that.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah. 33-month resub from Phoenix Zuzo. Thank you. So we've been getting these positive and negative cards.
Yeah, that's what we don't know
These.
what they
Yeah,
do
so
yet.
these are for the tilt.
Yeah, so that's going to happen once
Two
Steven's
players
back.
are going to choose. These have tilt elements on them that affect the scenes in Act 2. So we will get some of those to influence things in Act 2, and then we'll do another act where we go around and each do two scenes again. So if you're just joining us, we did Act 1 to sort of set up our character
Yeah.
interactions and the drama that's unfolding.
I'm using tilt controls.
And that was we each did two scenes for Act 1, and then we'll each do two scenes for Act 2. It's just getting juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
fun.
has been rising action.
Yeah,
Tilt the table and watch everything fall.
yeah. I'm curious what these cards are.
Yeah,
'cause
we-
I haven't even.
We don't know what's even on the other
I
side.
haven't even read any of them, so I don't even know what they roughly say. But yeah, it's sort of like card guided group storytelling. I feel like this is the kind of game that the more you'd play it, the better you would get.
Yeah. I can see Chaz being really good at this.
Yeah. Chaz is a great.
Chaz once
character
ran
actor.
computer. What was
Oh.
that, Chaz?
Paranoia?
Paranoia.
Evil-
Chaz ran
evil
Paranoia
computer.
for us once, and it
Friend
was
computer.
phenomenal.
I used to be better at this stuff, but
You're doing good.
Yeah, you are doing
then I
good.
didn't do it for years, and then also, you know, you get real anxious because you're like, oh no, am I funny enough?
Chaz's run of Paranoia is one of my treasured memories.
Meat, cheese, mayonnaise, lettuce, anything else?
Is there tomato?
You want a sandwich?
I did not bring any to
Oh, there's no tomato.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the other things are fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make one.
but I also gotta like use the bathroom.
Oh.
We have pickles. You want pickles?
No,
Okay.
There are also banana peppers.
none for me. I think the hard thing is watching someone say something and then being like, what? How do I do that?
Then
Like,
there was Swiss.
when you suddenly, as my husband started dying, I was like, well, thank you.
Does anyone else want the sandwich?
Yeah, I might get up and get one.
You can
We have
do
time
that.
for that.
Oh, we have spicy pickles too, don't we?
Do you need to go to
I do need to use the bathroom.
the key?
But I figured I'd wait till Stephen finished his sandwich. And then we trade off.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to.
Make your sandwich and then we'll make our sandwiches.
Well, then I'm going to the key.
Oh no. You're eating, now I have to hold down the fort. Today, this is how I'm gonna work on my comedy routine.
I'm at the
Oh,
drug
that's
den
what the
church.
noise.
I'm at the chicken hut.
I'm at the combination drug and church and chicken hut.
Thank you, Pseudobite.
I feel like they are probably multiples. The thing is that with the
Also,
church,
could I get some water?
Yeah.
The tall glass is my glass.
I was just thinking you a bottle.
That's also fine.
Yeah.
see the thing with like the church kitchen is I just imagine the church I used to go to when I was a kid and leave the kitchen down in the basement because it was very large. So I just imagine him in there with a Keurig,
One drug.
one drug,
And then it goes
please.
into the ranch on the chicken.
Yeah, no, I like this because like it, you know, you don't need to have like, you know, it isn't like, you know, tabletop where you need a GM or anything. So, you know, everybody can play, and I feel like that works well for our group.
Thank you. 510 bits from Anise. The army is pushing the anti-DNR surgery so they can pay out less in pensions. Maybe that's why they did it. This is so fun and you all are doing great. Thank you, Anise.
Yeah, this is our first time playing it, so we are a
Yeah.
little rough, but you know, I like this a lot though, and to me, I would definitely play this again. I feel like this is something we could play pretty regularly, especially because like even if we're using the same set, like it's not going to be the same at all. You know, the next time there could be no priest, there could be no chicken hut. We could live in a world with no chicken. That could be the big story is that all the chickens are gone.
Chelsea says, this reminds me of when I played Pathfinder for the first time with you all at PAX one year and I never laughed so hard.
Yeah.
That was a good experience when we all did that. We went and did it a few times.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Plus someone who was running it knew us and was great.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah, there's
Tom would be great at this.
Yeah. And like depending on how much forethought you wanted to put into it, like you could definitely like all decide like, oh hey, next week we're gonna be doing this setting. And if like
Yeah.
if you were somebody who wanted to prep things in advance, you know, you could do that. You could be like, this is my character. I've thought up all these things about the character. I really like searching for names though.
Yeah.
Just like
The name edition is nice because you can be like, oh, Charlie.
Welcher Lubbers. Because like I like tabletop games, but like it does take a lot of prep, and it's kind of one person having to do most of the prep.
Mhm.
which, you know, sometimes you want to do that, but sometimes you don't want to do that. And you're saying that this game was made by somebody in the Triangle area, Chapel Hill?
In Chapel Hill.
Is this like their first game? I don't know anything about them.
I don't either.
Let's see.
Steven was planning just to run this without the cards.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
yeah.
was like, oh, I should get the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a card shop in Durham that had it in stock. So yesterday morning, actually, Steven and Alex ran out to Durham and picked it up. And it was in like the local section of the card shop, the game shop. This is Fiasco Codeface. Because they had like a section that was just like anyone in the Triangle area that had made games, that was like there.
Yeah, cards are nice though. Even
Yeah,
like,
these are nice to have.
I mean, even like when I played Pathfinder, I still give myself spell cards because
Yeah.
I like to be. I made my own spell cards because I like to be able to flip through them. And also, since I was playing a witch, I had to choose my spells for the day, and it was way easier for me to just pull them
Yes.
out and then have them in a nice little.
I feel
stack.
that way too when I play things. I'm like, oh, I want to have the things so
Please
I
give
can
me-
reference them easier.
I need something to play with.
Chaz has the link to the actual site, bullypulpitgames.com.
Yeah. So they made a couple other games.
So
And also they've also created a bunch of small free games like Dungeon Squad, which are not published under the Bully Pulpit name. They were founded in 2005, so they've been around for a while.
Great Perhaps says there's so many expansions. That must be like the Tales from Suburbia ones.
Yeah.
That's cool because if you get tired of the 3 that the base set comes with, you can get more. Diddy says, do you know there's supposed to be a marathon style run that occurs in Durham called the Doman Challenge? Is that the one where you eat donuts? Because Chaz told us about that and was like, I can't believe you guys didn't do that. And I'm like, oh, we
Dang.
didn't know about it.
So they've made 11 games, and 4 of them won like big awards.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Fiasco.
Well, Fiasco's been really well thought out. I
Yeah.
can't imagine trying to make this game, like playtesting it and figuring out the intricacies.
Yeah.
Go make a sandwich. I'm back.
Well, yeah, I wanted to make sure you were here
I'm
to keep
here.
people
I'm-
entertained.
I'm here.
All right, sandwich time for me now.
And now Mal and I will
Oh,
both
see you
eat the same.
later. Rob.
Take it easy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this is game fun.
Mm-hmm.
This game real fun. This game is I mean, we'll see what the total play time ended up being, but like this has got a good vibe to it for things. Like Coliseum. I'm thinking about Coliseum. People always like those sorts of games. We played, what was it? A good vibe for things. Everyone loves a good vibe. What was the...
Baron Munchausen?
Yeah, Baron Munchausen. We played Baron Munchausen one year. It's hard, right? Because, like, you know, my purpose is thinking about, you know, how to raise as much money as possible, which, you know, everything for disc only is good. It was a good choice. But at the same time, like, there's other things too.
Your fridge is so stocked.
I know it's very stocked. I think Brandon picked this up
Yeah.
because it was not something I put in the fridge.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, we did D&D at Color One. Jules ran D&D one year remote.
That was year 3, I think.
Because I was in it. Forgot about it. Yeah. Improv D&D is fun. It's just it's very stressful. Like on the DM, it is very, very stressful. Which,
Did you DM it in the past?
yeah. Because like you have to, you do you have a loose story thread. And then that's it. You have no other module. You have nothing. So like I wrote out enough information to get us past like the first 15 or 20 minutes. I was like, all right, this is what we can do. But the segment in year one was like 2 hours long. And then that's it. Like it's not prep heavy. It's the opposite of prep heavy. It's just
fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah, you can't prep for it, and the reason that it's difficult is because it's mentally exhausting. You have to, because like this game is like a collaborative experience, but when you're running a game like like D&D or Pathfinder or something, like you're as the game master, you are the one that's like shaping things, and that's harder. And yeah, we had donation incentives for plot ideas, so like it was very intricate. There's been a big request from inside TRG Coliseum, like the participants, to do more improv stuff like that. Which we'll see. I'm always down to participate. When people are like, "Will you run a thing?" I'm like, I gotta like shoot bumpers. It's a lot of effort.
How many bumpers did you shoot? I guess you shot a bunch on site.
Yeah. I mean, I shot mine here, the GameCube trivia, and I think we shot 9 other ones. And of those 9, I edited 8 of them. So
you had plenty on your plate.
there was a lot to do. So Dan edited the astronomy one with Jack. And I gave him that one because it had a lot of, graphic stuff to do, and which is Dan's specialty. And he did an amazing job with it, so he did really good.
You also edited the 4 little videos that came out on Stephen Plays.
Yeah, and those were Chaz's idea. Chaz was the one that had the idea to skip releasing Mario and do that, which is great. It's such a good idea. Yeah. Yes, Goldmage says, is that why screen name is Motion Dan for motion graphics? Yep. That was Dan's specialty in school. That's why he went to school.
Dan the Montage Man.
It's a throwback.
Only true Dan fans remember. You're true Dan fans.
I am a true Dan fan. I love Dan.
I'm almost done with my sandwich.
That's why it's called Stephen Vlog.
If you're just joining us, we're at the intermission of a 2-part game, which is completely improv storytelling.
I put away the food.
And we have some information on screen about who we are and our motivations and stuff. We're taking a little lunch break, and then we'll begin Act 2, which is the second half, and play out the rest of the game. It is very funny, and it's not kind of dark. It's not that dark. I don't think our story went in very dark places. There's a lot of places it could have gone, but I don't think it went terribly dark.
Captain enjoying your shoes.
Oh.
Chaz reminding us we did Melon Man. I was not aware that you were actually melting.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
from my physical acting.
I was like, oh, he's dying, and this is how he's portraying that sitting at the table. Then I was like, oh, you melted. You really melted. It's fine.
So what?
Centerpiece.
Did Colonel Mustard... I'm sorry. Did Colonel Custard...
Colonel Mustard was Dana's man on the side.
Did Colonel Custard just have too much of the drugs, do we think? Or was it a hot shot? Was it a bad batch? Was it
Or
intended to kill?
did he have the surgery, which is if you have drugs, you die?
It was part of the DARE program. The 90s were wild. They came to our school. Like, if you want to prove you're truly drug-free, get this
Get the
surgery.
surgery.
You'll explode. 300 Bits from Will Peters says, have you heard of the tabletop RPG Fate? It's like D&D, but simplish mechanics and way more focused on the characters and storytelling. I've heard of it, but only like the word, and then I don't know anything else about it. I think Chaz may have told me about it at some point.
Misread Fate, and I was momentarily really terrified. I was like, oh no, not that one.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. The storytelling bits are some of the most fun. I mean, I like the combat in D&D and Pathfinder, but it's really just a means for more storytelling. You know, like, oh, you hit the monster is not really that exciting, but oh, you hit the monster and the monster fell down a cliff and, you know, ran into a pile of school children or, you know, whatever. Like, whatever adds to the story, that part's the fun part.
Is there a character trait you can get in D&D where every time you kill someone, their body rolls into an orphanage? It seems like at least like a perk in Fallout 3 or something.
The body has
You
to
could,
roll a
you
long
know,
time.
you can homebrew that.
I mean, there's an orphanage in Skyrim. There's probably a mod where every person you kill, the body just is delivered to the outside of the orphanage, so later you can.
Why would it be delivered there?
Because if it rolls there, that'd be insane.
Yeah, it would have to teleport. I mean,
But why?
they could do use AI pathfinding to have the corpse chart the corpse to the orphanage.
It T-poses and then flies into the sky.
It's drug along the ground on all the roads to the
This
orphanage.
doesn't even make any sense.
No, but it'd be fun. What do you think video game mods are for? Not for making food.
Hi, Fred.
Welcome back.
This call from my grandma.
Thank you for buying banana peppers. I love banana peppers.
Thank you for bringing over sandwich stuff. Nope. Bye. It worked very well. Oh my god. I'm almost done with this sandwich.
Good.
How was your grandma?
Let me look at what her voicemail
Oh, I
says.
thought you were like texting your grandma.
No.
Like, hi grandma, I am playing the game.
Checking in to see how things are going, so when you get a chance, give me a call. Love you, bye.
You're the only one I need.
I know. But father. We had 300 bits from Will Peters.
No, sorry, he just booked that. We're supposed to
There's
click
another.
on that one.
Yeah, but there's another one.
Yeah, but a new one. Oh, sorry, it's two of them. Just kidding.
Super Mopier.
Another idea for a tabletop RPG, Dread. Every single action you make is decided by a game of Jenga, and the classes you die. feel like I've heard of Dread.
You played Jenga? It seems like the game would take a long time if you had to keep setting up Jenga.
Well, I mean, it takes a lot of moves to end Jenga.
Maybe like the Jenga blocks have things on them.
If it
I don't know.
collapses.
If it
Oh.
collapses, you die.
I see. As in it falls down.
So you have it's a very limited game. You set up Jenga, then you play D&D.
Until the Jenga.
One block per decision, Malderic says.
That could work really well depending on like what you were doing.
I feel like the DM
Yeah.
would have to coordinate it pretty well.
Like if it was about
It's
like
just a random
escaping.
chance at any roll. It's like, roll to open this door. Oh, and the Jenga collapses. Oh no.
You died.
The door crushed you.
There was a shotgun trap on the other side of the door.
Yeah, there are a lot of different tabletop systems. It's my really smart contribution here.
Thank you. You look nice today.
Thank you.
Your shirt's tucked in.
I did tuck my shirt in, yes. And I roll the sleeves up. So ready to get.
Ready to make drugs.
Yeah.
And chicken.
Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of thing where this is the kind of stream where you need somebody like breaking down all the character motivations.
Yeah, so let's think about this. As we prepare ourselves to interact too.
Well, we're
We're-
going to do the tilt and then we'll
Yeah.
attack you.
Who are you and what are your motivations with every other character? I'm Father Jim Binion. I am counseling Dana,
Yes.
who now has a sticky situation on her hands that I'm potentially involved with. I gave Dustin the ranch drug, and he did not do good with it. And I kind
You
of
didn't tell Dustin what to do with it either.
No, you were just
Told
like,
him to take it down to the pawn shop and sell it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pawn shops are always buying chicken. I just love to buy
From a
meat.
48-year-old man who comes skating in.
It's like our Waffle House experience. When a random man came in with a bag of dripping mystery meat.
I mean, like all the pawn shops know Crystal. Do they know Dustin, or is he just a guy that gets the jewelry?
I mean, if you show up with chicken and you're like, I got some chicken for the pawn shop, I think the pawn shop might know if it's been a history.
One's Myrtle Beachwood. All right. Let's talk about the tilt.
Yeah, so yeah, what do the cards do?
After everyone has had 2 scenes, Act 1 is over, and it is time for the tilt. The tilt introduces 2 new destabilizing elements to the fiasco. Everyone should now have 2 outcome cards, one for each of their 2 scenes. Turn these cards over.
All of us do.
Yeah. On the back are tilt elements, interesting, dangerous, and tragic themes that may show up in the second half of the game. Each also has a number on it, either blue or red, depending on the outcome. Doing the math. If you only have one type of outcome, blue positives or red negatives, add the values together. If you have both blue and red cards, subtract the low value from the high. So all of ours match except Haley's. So yours is red 1. Because you had
Okay.
2 reds, so you were red
What does
1.
that mean?
I don't know yet. The player with the highest blue total chooses a blue outcome card from any of those in front of the players, not just their own. So who's got the highest? You have
We
the
get tied
6.
at 6.
Ooh. In case of a tie, those 2 players choose a card together.
Okay.
I do like something as precious on fire, and the chicken head is on fire.
No, not the chicken hunt.
But also
we
the
did
ring,
steal
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
So you have to decide.
But also, like, my husband died. I could panic.
Well, you can panic anyway.
I can.
Nothing's stopping you.
No.
+5. What does it? Do we care about the points? for picking the card?
Yeah, what do
No.
the points mean?
The points are just.
To decide who gets to
I don't
pick.
think the points matter. So yeah, you choose a thing, and then the player with the highest red total chooses a red outcome card, which is me. So I would choose between the 3 reds that are on the table.
I
What
like
does-
both of mine? Do you want to pick one from those 2?
There's a lot that could be on fire. The chicken hut, the roller rink.
I mean, fires are good.
Fires are good.
For drama.
He's on the counter.
Cat.
Is he?
It has to be.
Why are you being so rude?
You've been so rude lately. The grease fire at the chicken hut.
Yeah, good for trees in some cases. Correct. Gotta burn.
He in the mood today.
I mean, fire is more extreme and fun.
Yeah, let's do fire.
Okay.
What's on fire?
Let's do fire.
Something precious is on fire.
You don't have
The
to.
ring-
You
the
don't have to
ring.
figure it out right now.
Okay.
The
You don't
ring
have to-
is
you don't
on
have to-
fire.
You don't have to solve that. So leave that chosen card face up. Turn all the others back over. So what does Haley's red card say?
Tragedy, death, right on time.
Oh, that already happened.
One of the needs is to get away with murder. So we already have that. So instead, I'm going to put in the tilt magnificent self-destruction.
What does that mean?
Could mean anything. So then we take
What
the
does
other.
your card say?
It says
Mayhem,
magnificent self-destruction.
Oh, okay.
So, so those 2 cards are
Yours
we
get flipped back.
leave face up. They can go in the center if you want. They're not tied to anything.
No, you keep these face
down.
Yeah, but those 2. All right, blah 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 blah. As the game continues, look for ways to incorporate the tilt elements into your story during the second act.
Okay.
Anyone can use them in any scene as inspiration. So the 2 tilt cards are something precious is on fire and magnificent self-destruction. Mayhem and failure. Begin Act 2 after the tilt. Each player gets 2 more scenes. Just like before, you can establish or resolve each scene as you prefer, then play out the scene and choose an outcome. Time is short, so if there's something you want, now is the time to go for it. Ideally, incorporate a tilt element for extra flavor. For the last scene, there will only be 1 outcome card left, either positive or negative. After you have played the last scene, your fiasco is near its ludicrous, tragic conclusion. And then once we do the last scene, there's a last small phase called the aftermath.
Okay.
And then that's
So
it.
who goes first?
Alright, yeah.
I went last.
so
Yeah,
this-
I think we
this
just
is-
keep
pick
going.
up where we left off. I mean, we can start in a different order if you want, but it doesn't have to.
So at the moment, Colonel Custard has died.
Yeah.
He had told
Yeah.
Dana about the how the
Oh, yeah, Dana
how
knows.
how the religious leader is bad.
Dana knows,
Dana
although
knows.
she is very, she doesn't trust that Dustin is telling her the truth because Father Jim Benson
Binion.
has been so
Good.
good to her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
but
chick,
we-
the unspecified
And you
chicken
want us
religion.
to go confront Binion.
And we want to kill Binion so that
And
we
get
can
the
take
time.
back the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that you can become the next unspecified religious leader.
And also
And
we can
as-
go to Cancun.
Yeah.
And as Father Jim Binion, I have a diamond and a bunch of drugs with no one to distribute them for me.
Yeah.
There are only
Which is-
2 people in town.
Yeah, I mean that's the question. Is like, were we the primary? And if so, why on earth would you get rid of Crystal? I have no one to get rid of these drugs now. Perfect.
I was in a mood.
Maybe there's other people. Maybe there's other people that you know. Maybe you've got some other associates.
Some acolytes, perhaps.
You can call on them if you need to. For your scene. So same thing as before. You can either establish or resolve.
Where is Crystal at this point? Not around.
Anywhere you want me to be. I mean, if you want the scene to be that I'm already there and ready to confront you.
Yeah, you.
What was
if you're
Crystal's last
established,
scene? At the Crystal, was it?
me and Crystal
Yeah.
met at the Crystal. We met at the Crystal, and Crystal learned at the Crystal that the diamond ring was gone because I had sold it to Jim.
Yeah.
And then we had a discussion, and I also learned that the money was Monopoly money. And then we had the discussion that Father Jim Benson should die. Binion. It keeps coming up with Benson. Jim Binion should die. So you can establish a scene, and however you can choose.
You
I
can
mean,
put a scene with all of us.
It's like
in.
we're all racing cars now. Like whatever you want to do.
Okay, I will establish, and I am.
Oh yeah, no, we talked about poisoning the ranch.
Yeah. We needed to poison the ranch. And the
So-
ranch wasn't poisoned that killed him. It was the drug content.
Yeah.
So, okay. Father Jim Binion is at the chicken hut
He's at the chicken hut.
in the food court. One of his altar boys, who works as a cashier and fry cook at the chicken hut,
Okay.
Jeff Bradley,
Jeff Bradley. Yeah.
is there. Father Jim
The
Binion.
man with two first names.
Bradley's a surname.
Sure.
Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Jeff Bradley is there.
This is what you're gonna break my balls about. So Jim Binion is at the food court. Jeff Bradley is there. Father Jim Binion calls Jeff Bradley over and says, Jeff,
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
Jeff, do you have anybody to cover the fryer for you? Because I need you to do something for me, Jeff.
Yeah. No problem, Father.
Okay, Jeff. Who's gonna cover?
Oh yeah, I got someone right here. These are how about Clifton?
Oh, Clifton. Clifton's good. Clifton will watch the grill. Clifton's a trustworthy. I know he's, trying to finish up medical school and working at the chicken hut to pay those bills.
It's true. Yeah.
So, Jeff, what I need you to do,
Yeah.
take this diamond.
Holy Jesus.
Jeff?
Holy unspecified deity.
Jeff,
It's
okay.
so heavy.
Jeff, I need you to take that diamond.
Yeah.
And you know the place, right? The place?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to take it to the place where we hide things, the place where we bury things that we don't want to be found.
The place where we hide them. Yeah.
Right.
We call it
That place in this town where we go and put things so
Yeah.
that pesky, nosy people won't find them.
yeah, I got it.
This is a very valuable thing. It's very important.
That's fine. Isn't this something you'd normally get Crystal to do?
We're working on that.
Oh, okay.
Now I know what you might be thinking. This is a very valuable diamond, and I'm entrusting it to you.
This is a valuable diamond.
But what I want you to keep in mind is that I am your spiritual leader and prophet and God.
Oh my God.
And if you cross me, your soul is forfeit. Do you understand me?
Oh, I like heaven a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go bury the diamond.
All right, you got it. I'ma bury it in the place where we bury things.
Is that also the
Clifton?
skating rink?
Clifton, get out here and work on order 59, please. All right, and as Jeff is scurrying away, can I establish more things? Crystal
Yeah.
shows up
Yeah. Just whatever you want. At the chicken place?
at the chicken place. Crystal,
Hi.
have you been looking for me?
Look at the number 4.
59.
Yeah. Oh, that's my order. I should have expected to see you here, but I thought that maybe
One restaurant in town.
it is the only restaurant that we have in our dead mall. It's a completely dead mall. Everything's boarded up
There are
except
only
for the chicken.
5 people that live in this town.
The place was
We've
made.
met all of them. We've met more than all of them.
The place was built in '84. You can tell
Yeah.
the plants are plastic. There's
Crystal.
this layer of dust.
Crystal, do you need me to, first of all, ranch or honey mustard?
Honey mustard.
Okay, do you need me to cover your bill? Because I know you're probably strapped for cash after our falling out. And it seems like your other business ventures may not be going to plan.
I mean, I won't say no to free food.
Alright, Clifton. 59.
So,
59, get it up there.
yeah, I can do that.
On the house. Alright. Good talk, Clifton.
We love Clifton.
Listen, I'm working the deep fryer and the grill and set station.
And medical school.
Yeah, medical school.
I'm working my way through medical school.
I know, Clifton, I didn't ask for your life story.
You're actually doing medical school online while you're doing the deep fryer.
So
That's bedside
Crystal's
manners.
closed down since yesterday.
So, Crystal, what are you up
trying
to?
to figure out why I'm here. I don't know why I would have gone here.
Crystal? Let us pray.
Still an atheist. So, what are your plans for the evening?
I was thinking of hitting the button on my drug making machines. But my problem, Crystal, is that I'm realizing that distribution is an essential part of distributing drugs.
True. Yeah. I don't. Clifton.
So-
no.
Oh, Clifton's clean. Clifton's the name on the business license.
We can't touch Clifton.
Clifton can't get into anything like that. What I need you to do is, how about you go to the church, I'll give you the keys. You press the button on the drug machines, take the drugs, and I'm upping your cut 50%.
All right.
It's your way of
Take it to the
apologizing
pawn
to
shop,
Crystal.
you take it wherever you need to take it.
Okay. Yeah, this
I'm
is.
bringing you in wholesale.
I was not expecting you to forgive me quite this quickly, but I feel like this works out for me.
Well, I realized that I made a tactical error due to one of my moods.
Father Binion's starting a multi-level marketing scheme.
I will definitely take the keys, and I think I will take my chicken to go.
And a resolution team.
I think that's positive.
Do we
For
still
Father
do
Binion?
cards on
Well,
the
it's
second?
Binion.
part?
Yeah, you still take cards. Is that positive for father? I guess.
I mean,
It's up to you- it's up to you to decide.
It's a positive for
He doesn't know that Crystal knows about the ring.
And now Crystal's got.
And
the
Crystal has an
keys.
ulterior motive with plans with Dustin.
I think it's a negative for father then.
And the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
The ring has now been entrusted to Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's negative.
I think it's negative.
Yeah, I think it's negative.
So the only information that is unknown is that Crystal knows that Father Jim has the ring, but she doesn't know that Jeff now has the
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
And Binion doesn't
And Jeff
know
is
that
on
Crystal
his
knows
way
to bury.
to bury it in the hide
In
place.
the berry hole.
In the berry hole.
Sorry, that's a callback to
He
the
entered the scene with the ring and keys, and now he has no ring and no keys.
Jump
Yeah.
into Barry's berry hole.
All right, Haley, do you want to establish a resolve?
I guess I'll establish.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like at this point, I guess I would.
Do remember that something precious can be on fire and magnificent self-destruction can be the thing that happens.
Yes. Where do you want to establish?
I just feel like I really want to burn down the church.
You have the keys though.
You have the keys. You're going to the church, right?
Yeah.
Chaz says you have 8 rounds to get to those 2 things, so there's
8?
time. Well, 7.
8
Because
rounds.
Alex's was 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you will get 2 scenes
Okay.
So this is your first one.
Alright.
that involve your character.
Alright. But I suppose I should go look for the ring first.
So you're going to the church?
Yeah.
So you know that Father Jim had the ring.
Yeah.
So you
'Cause
kind
Dustin
of
told me.
assumed that,
And I didn't see any bulges on him.
yeah.
It would be kind of obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't know about the Jeff
You get a
situation.
good look.
Yeah, you don't know about the Jeff situation, but if Jeff is hiding the ring at the church,
In the churchyard.
then you might run into Jeff.
True. True.
But you get to decide how things play out because you establish the scene.
Alright, so Crystal calls up our boy Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Basically tells him, well, craziest thing just happened. I just got given the keys to the church. I think we should look around and try to get that ring back.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll be there in 3 hours.
I'm dealing with my dad right now.
Oh yeah. That's he's dead.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Well,
he had the
you've got
surgery.
no
He
problem.
melted. Yeah, he's slopped. It's fine. I gotta go deal. Sorry, Crystal needs me. All right, so I arrive at the church on my.
Are you
On my
stitching on
rollerblades.
the back of cars or
He
whatever?
slopped his stripper.
It's too dangerous. He's not a stripper hardcore.
So I've been told press the button on the drug machines, but I'm thinking that we should be looking around and trying to find that diamond.
That's a good idea. Because as it turns out, I don't know if you knew this, but the diamond might be worth more than $80,000.
Yeah, I'm the one who told you that.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, where should we look?
Maybe up in his office?
That's a great place. I'm gonna climb up the ladder to get there now.
His office is in the surgery.
It's so far. It's so far up here.
Very top of the bell tower.
You find anything?
I don't see anything up here, Crystal. There is a bell. I don't think it's worth as much as that ring.
Dang it, he's too good. He's hit it too well.
Where would we hide a ring if we had a big ring? Besides pants. Pants are the most obvious choice. Maybe Father Jim's got a collection of pants somewhere.
Well, here, I'm gonna come up there too. 30 minutes later.
Oh, hey, you're here! I've just about finished my sandwich. I was waiting on you.
And I'm looking out the window. And I'm like, what's Jeff doing out there? Isn't he supposed to work on Thursdays?
Wait a minute. Yeah, that is Jeff.
What's he doing in the graveyard?
Oh my god. He's got a ring that looks just like ours.
Oh my god.
Maybe we can find out where he got it
See,
and see if we can get one that just like
Maybe
ours.
he'll take this Monopoly money in exchange.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we don't confront him. I'm thinking we wait till he buries it and we go up there and get it after he's already left.
Crystal, this is why they named a restaurant after you.
It's true. It's true. You know what? Look, I come from a famous family that was very smart and good at roller skating rinks, except for when they all burned down. But it's fine.
So we wait until nightfall.
Later, I guess. Like I feel like that would be another scene then.
Wait, can we get a little vignette of Jeff burying the ring?
This is where we put things. In the berry hole. Listen. Alright.
Back to work.
I'm going to heaven.
Because I would say that scene had a positive outcome for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found the ring.
Yeah, take your
You
card.
don't know where the ring is. You're precariously teetering at the edge of the bell tower.
2 months from PF Dog. Thanks. Okay.
Let's go with that.
All right. So, for my scene, I think the thing that probably makes the most sense is to just continue where we left off and get access to the ring.
Yeah. I mean, also, I didn't know if you wanted to get Dana involved. If you found anything in the office that may convince Dana that we're correct.
Okay. So yeah.
Because that was one loose end.
No, that's a great idea. All right, so we're gonna start up in the bell tower that takes 30 minutes to climb. It's just like it's a normal sized church, and then like through the clouds you see this tower, and you're like, oh my god. So we're up there, and I'm looking through things, and I find something I'm looking through, and I say,
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Father Binion's secret diary.
I stash it in my pants.
Yeah.
That's where I put all my things. And
Your Jinko jeans.
my big old Jinko jeans.
So, Crystal, we should go down and try and get that ring.
So we start our very, very long descent. And then sometime later, we get down to the hole. Jeff is long gone, and Jeff didn't leave the shovel, so it takes a while to scrape with our fingers to get to it. But eventually, we hit the top of the rock, and we pull out this very giant ring that looks extremely similar to the one that we had before. It seems likely that it could be ours.
Crystal, I found something when we were up in the tower.
What did you find?
I found Father Jim's journal.
Oh my gosh.
I want you to read.
Why is he so dumb to keep a journal? And it's just like journal of illegal activity.
Crime journal.
It's like
I want you to read what's written at the very beginning of page 1.
Because Dustin can't read.
I'm putting drugs in the ranch.
Oh my god! That makes so much sense because the ranch tasted like drug and it killed my dad. I forgot to mention. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Like a few hours ago, my dad died.
How's your stepmom?
No, that
doing?
was Wednesday. It's Thursday now.
Oh, we took
That's
so
when
many.
Jeff works.
Took a long time.
The background washing is on Wednesday. And Jeff's work schedule is Thursday.
I thought that you knew about the ranch drug, considering that one time you were allowed to press the drug button. And didn't you notice that it was like a Keurig container of ranch that you put on?
That's adding up a lot. Sorry, I usually eat the honey mustard.
Told you we were a honey mustard family.
So
How's your stepmom doing?
she took it okay. It took a lot of brawny, but we finally got him all sopped up and put him in the trash. You know, he had that CPR surgery.
He had the surgery to turn into liquid after
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
it made it
remember
real
that
difficult.
secret thing, because Colonel Custard was involved in some like deep shit with the military.
I think because Dana doesn't believe that Father Jim has done a bad thing, that maybe I should call her and tell her that the journal says that he did a bad thing.
Yeah, I think, another thing I'm remembering is, your stepmom has a mysterious, possibly dark past.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if she would help us get our revenge on Father Binion.
Mom.
I'm a little small.
Hey Dana,
Dustin, have you found anything out?
I think you need to come down to where the hiding place is, where they put things to hide them in the town. The one place in town where everyone hides their shit.
The
You know I'm new
graveyard.
in town.
It's the graveyard.
I think that can be the end of the scene.
Yeah, we're going.
Did I establish?
We're going to the graveyard because we can pretend that we're out there looking for the perfect spot to bury the ooze. The ooze that's in a garbage bag.
Was that a positive or a negative thing for me?
I would say positive.
Relatively positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Bloons Rush?
I haven't had any positive cards yet. It's not good to have opposite cards, but it doesn't actually matter. Everything is bad. Okay.
So for my scene, I think we're still in the call.
What are you gonna establish?
Dustin, where is the hiding place?
Oh, it's at the church.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the cemetery. It's the hiding place.
Justin, before I leave, do you know where your father's will is?
Oh no, he had the surgery.
To not have a will?
His will was tattooed on his back.
I think it's probably in the medicine cabinet.
Ah, yes, the place I didn't check.
Yeah.
All right.
Next to the tiger
I'm
balm.
just gonna grab that, and then I'll be down there to the hiding place cemetery.
Yeah, it'll take you a lot less time to get here. You have a car. That's nice for you.
And then I guess I show up at the cemetery.
Oh my God, you're here for real.
Dustin, what have you found out?
Well, first off, I want a little respect. Because I happen to have
My ring!
So weak.
this ring.
Can I have it back? It's mine.
Hold on, because I think you're gonna want to see this.
A shovel?
No, it's a book. It's a book that has a shovel engraved on the front.
What's
Dirty
that?
deeds.
What's that book?
This is Father Jim's journal. Look what it says for the very first line.
Ranch chicken, drugs.
Yeah, that's it.
But there could be other secrets in there.
Oh, okay. What's
Wow.
page 2 say?
He's really detailed my shameful past.
Oh.
I know it's long and sordid, but wow, there's a lot of it in here.
Alright.
Dana, what
I don't want this to get out.
Oh. Yeah, why does he... Did you tell Father Jim all of your shameful past?
It's called confessional
Oh, no.
for unspecified.
You should have
religion.
known that it wasn't very private when you did it in the food court.
I think I need to take this and rip out the pages about me.
Which pages are those?
Most of them.
Oh, well, you're gonna be here a while.
Here, Crystal just pops out from behind a gravestone, and I'm like, I have a better way we could dispose of that.
Oh, Crystal.
I did check out the notes, and I did
Oh.
see that as part of your shameful past, you were a demolitions expert.
I was. It's so shameful that I did that.
And I just,
I
you know,
demoed
and
too many buildings.
I have learned,
Demolished orphanage.
and I have learned that the technology that you invented got into the wrong hands, and that's the same technology that exploded my father's beloved roller skating rink.
I did hear about that on the news. I didn't want to believe it was because of me.
Wait a minute.
I know we've met a few times when Dustin's had birthday parties.
His 48th was a blast.
Look,
I really enjoyed the Chuck E. Cheese.
The bounce castle.
Look, I am willing to put all of this behind us, and I feel like we can take care of a lot of problems here.
What are you putting on the table, Dana? Not Dana. Crystal.
So, I think we get our revenge on Father Binion. I think we blow up the church, which means if you could put the book in there, we blow up the book,
Oh, I do like
and
that.
then it's just 1,000 pieces. We shut down the drug ring here, And since I've heard that your husband has died, sorry about that.
Thank you. We had an arrangement.
I know that you had an arrangement, and I think,
But I get this ring, and I have his will right here.
I do think that we should probably sell that ring, because that is, you cannot wear it.
No, I have a lot of trauma in my arm from wearing it, actually.
And I just, if we sell that ring, it's worth like $1 trillion, and we all can go to Cancun, and
that does sound great.
And
The Colonel did promise me we'd go someday.
I think we should all work together here, and in exchange, I won't out your shameful past.
Okay.
The town would tear you up. They would eat you alive.
About being a devil.
You blew up the roller skating rink.
So it's the roller skating pile of rubble.
You've been inside it.
I just crawl into the rocks.
Wait, we did talk about like crawling into it, so like half of it collapsed.
Okay.
Crater.
Nobody said she was a good demolition section.
Well, no, she invented the technology that fell into the wrong hands, and then instead of they
Fell
used
into
it
the
to
hands of the
take
lowest
down,
bidder.
yeah, take down beloved
I think
roller
that's
skating
positive for
rinks.
me. Because, like, I have a way to get my shameful past destroyed.
Sure.
Okay,
Is that
so
the
now-
last positive
Now we
note?
only have negative outcomes.
Yeah.
So every scene has to resolve negatively for
Uh,
the person who initiates it, basically.
I mean, do we put the ones back that we didn't use from before?
No, I
No.
don't think so. I don't know what the consequences really do, other than the tilt.
yeah. I mean, I guess things kind of skew negative because there are no positive cards left. It's fine.
That's how the cornbread crumbles.
It's
Pick
fine.
all the positive ones up front.
Self-destruction.
Your game is going to end poorly. Okay.
There can be some positivity in the negative, right?
Well, I mean,
So,
a negative for
Someone.
one person can be a
Yeah.
positive for other people.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna establish a resolve.
I'm going to establish.
Okay. And what are you establishing?
Well,
You were last at the chicken hut.
And this is your last. scene.
Yeah. Well, not your last scene, but your last
Choosing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the last couple scenes are going to involve everybody.
Yeah. Things are gonna ramp up probably a lot here.
Father Binion walks behind the counter at the chicken hut, through the door to the back area of the mall, pulls out a few things. Pulls out his finest ceremonial vestments, pulls out a can of gasoline, book of matches,
Good music for this.
and his most prized weapon, a gun.
Not like a
My most
gunblade.
prized weapon, a gun.
No, fine. Okay, it's a gunblade. It's a Final
It's a
Fantasy VIII
gun-
replica gunblade.
Okay.
It's not sharp. It doesn't shoot anything. It's just like a blunt. It's like a cosplay.
So
Weapon.
that's one of Father Binion's pastimes is cosplaying his Final Fantasy VIII
Yeah.
characters. Okay.
Of course.
Father Binion emerges from the chicken hut, and both Jeff and Clifton are there, working.
Yeah.
It's actually a particularly busy day at the mall, unlike most days.
Father Binion, I can't believe it. We got 2 customers today.
I know, Jeff. It's because it's Christmas Eve, and the kids are here to see Santa,
one of them is Santa.
and people are finishing up their shopping.
Can I get back to work at
We
school?
have concluded there are no open shops at the dead mall.
People are all at the Belk because it's only the Belk.
It is only the Belk. Santa's
Yeah.
in front of the Belk.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's Christmas.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Curtis,
Clifton.
Clifton.
Curtis is over there.
Hey,
You're scheduled for the rest.
Cleaning out the grease trap.
You're scheduled for the rest of the day at the Chicken Hut, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to work all day and all night. The schedule doesn't make any damn sense.
That's why I'm doing schooling here.
Clifton hasn't been allowed to leave in 4 weeks.
Listen, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Have you finished your self-flagellation rituals for today?
Yes, Father Binion. I hit myself today to see if I still feel the fist carries pain. The only thing that's real.
Jeff, you're making a mockery of our religion. It's not
I'm
to
sorry.
see if you still feel, it's to dedicate your devotion to me, Father Jim Binion.
You're right.
Your
you're
prophet
right.
and God.
You're right, and I
Are
love.
you new to this?
No, I've been in this for a long time. I love heaven.
Jeff,
Yeah,
Curtis.
it's Clifton.
Clinton.
You really?
I'm Curtis. I'm cleaning out the grease trap.
All right, that's fine, Curtis. You're not a part of our religion.
Curtis from out of town.
No, I'm the Zoroastrian.
Clifton, Jeffton, please kneel.
Okay, this
Please
is
kneel
new.
beneath our ceremonial holy Final Fantasy VIII Gunblade.
And that's not shop, right? It's not shop. It's not shop.
Shop. What? Shop.
No, it's not shop.
Shop.
It's not
Oh,
shop.
shop. No, Clifton, it's not shop.
He's Clifton.
I don't care.
Who's on first?
From this day forward, you will have no names.
Oh.
You are all disciples of Father Binion.
I'm trying to become a doctor.
You will be our religion's doctor. You will
That's
learn.
pretty good.
Stop going to medical school. I will teach you
Oh.
my medical teachings.
Oh. I do hear you know some pharmaceuticals.
The human body is made of various liquids.
I heard that.
Oh,
Yes.
liquid. We come from liquid, and to liquid we shall return.
Cash is liquid.
Curtis?
He's
Curtis?
Curtis.
Curtis, take your break. Go in the back. Go in the back. You know
The grease trap.
the sensory deprivation tank that you like to take
Yeah,
your breaks in?
true,
Go,
I
just
do
sit
love
in that.
that.
Sit in that. It's be fine. Just keep
Okay.
the lid cracked a little so like air can get in.
Yeah, I do like to breathe.
Yeah. So do that. Clifton, Jeff,
Yeah, it's me.
take the rest of the day off.
Wow.
I want you to go down to the church.
Yeah.
We are enacting the plan.
Ah.
Our merciful Sky Father has decided
Yeah.
that the day
So
has come
you've decided.
that I am to ascend.
Okay.
Up the bell tower.
Look at me. I can hover.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Him and David Blaine.
So get out of here. Don't tell Curtis.
Curtis is right there.
Yeah, don't tell. Curtis went to the sensory
Oh,
deprivation
okay.
break room.
So we're gonna go enact the
We're gonna
plan.
go enact the
Go
plan.
to the
The
church
plan.
and enact
The
the plan.
plan.
What I'm gonna do here is just
Oh yeah, he is.
Praise unspecified Lord. I am Jim Binion, your new god. Behold, the wrath of Jim Binion.
Wait.
The chicken hut is no more.
Curtis is in the back.
No, Curtis survived because the sensory
Curtis?
deprivation
Oh, it's
tank
liquid.
protected him.
No. Curtis died of smoke inhalation.
We said
Curtis was a
no to
human.
your yes and.
Curtis was a non-believer. Lord Binion shall reign.
All right.
Okay. All right. The chicken
Is
rapture.
that the tilt?
Negative outcome. I did set the chicken
Negative
hut on
for
fire
Curtis.
because it is precious. Yeah.
Woo! All right. So, Haley, do you want to establish a resolve?
Do I like take this and get 3 points because I?
No, there's no
okay.
points.
Okay.
No one wins.
Well, it's just very out of place for there to be points.
Oh, okay. So we're trying to blow up the church.
So right now Jim Binion is exiting the chicken hut.
Yeah.
The mall is on fire.
The mall, or
is
parts of the
burning to
mall, are
ground.
on fire. Curtis is dead, but we only just met him. Jeff and Clifton are off to enact the plan. Crystal, Dana, and Dustin are all at the berry hole.
We're all rigging up the church with explosives.
Okay, so that's what's taking place. So do you
Yeah,
want...
I think that's setting the scene would be us rigging up the church with explosives.
Okay. So and
Suddenly
we're-
we hear the mall catch on. See that the mall
It's a
is
very
on
small
fire.
town. Oh.
It's a lot of smoke.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah. Did you hear that big explosion noise?
It looks like the mall's on fire.
Yeah, I
That's-
can smell the chicken.
Oh man, that's the only place in town to eat. We're gonna starve, Mom. Dana. What are we gonna do?
I can cook.
Oh, I forgot.
We're gonna have $1 trillion.
Oh, yeah.
Someone will
Oh, that's
for
right.
us.
That's
Yeah,
right.
don't
We're
worry
gonna
about
go
it.
to Keenkan.
How are we doing on the explosives?
Well, I'm an expert, so it's basically done.
Wow.
I just need to connect it to the control box.
The Wile E.
plunger.
Coyote
The
box.
Wile E. Coyote.
The Wile E. Coyote.
Because it's definitely making me nervous that the mall is on fire. That is a pretty big deal for this town.
I gotta finish wiring this up here. I just need you to put that journal somewhere where it's going to get destroyed, and
Place that journal in the destroy zone, please.
so we can get out of here.
I just plop it in the holy water.
Wait, down the water, it needs to burn.
Oh wait, no. The basin, but the basin's empty.
Okay.
Oh, it's dry.
That's because we've been doing services at the chicken hut.
Yeah,
There hasn't been a service at the church in years.
in a long time, so it's totally dry. Why would he be refilling it with the chicken water?
Yeah. So, take the detonator outside, and we're outside.
We're all outside. I'm here. You're
I'm here.
Where's Crystal?
Crystal.
Crystal is here.
Whatever.
That's all of us.
All right.
We have the ring.
We
We
have
got the ring.
the ring.
All right.
I don't have the journal. We put it in the basin. Are we good?
Should we all put our hands on the detonator?
Let's put her. But we look over. I'm like, wait, what are Jeff and Clifton doing here?
Clifton and Jeff are the best friends. Oh God!
I don't know what the plan is.
So there's we see Crystal and Dustin and Dana holding a plunger, and Clifton and Jeff are across the way.
All right, we're like
Hey.
looking at each other.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We're here to enact the plan.
Us too.
Oh!
I suppose Crystal and Father Binion are friends.
They are friends. I've seen them talk with their mouths.
They must know what the plan is.
But like, I'm just curious. Like the plan. You know. Prove it to me that you know what the plan is.
Well, Clifton, part one of the plan was...
Arrive at the church.
That's part one.
And
Yeah.
part two.
Part two was to get into the bell tower. And part three...
Yeah, of course. Uh-huh.
Part
Checks
three
out.
was to find the secret thing.
Find a secret. It's the journal.
The
journal.
journal.
It's the
Oh,
journal.
yeah.
Gotta get the journal.
Part four.
And then part four was to take the journal and protect it.
Yes.
And then part five of this very simple plan was to
Go hit the button on the drug machine.
go with the drugs to make extra drugs.
Well, I got some news for you boys. We've already done the plan.
So you're telling me that you arrived at the church, you climbed up the bell tower, you acquired the journal,
Kept it
you
safe.
put it in a safe spot, and you pressed the button on the drug machine?
You know what? I think
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
With the
I think you two can head home.
Okay.
I got school to do.
We were given the day off, and the mall is burned down, so
Been a day off in years.
we don't gotta go into work tomorrow.
I need
Yeah.
at home. We normally live in Chicken Hut.
All right.
Bye.
Jeff and Clifton song.
Well, I guess it's bad news for Jeff and Clifton because they can't ascend now.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah, that happened. That occurred.
All right, we got two scenes to wrap it up.
All right, so we're all still standing there, except this time, as we watch Jeff and Clifton walk, dance into the distance. There's stuff to read. Hold on. I haven't even been looking in this general direction. We had 4 months from Ruby, 38 months from VCR Sand. Alf gifted the sub to Clifton is the best. It's true. And 49 months from Kazi Ninja. Thank you. So as Jeff and Clifton walk into the distance.
You could waste a scene on Father Binion running into Jeff and Clifton on the way to the church.
Yeah, so like Mao is the final scene.
Yeah.
So I can't like do anything. So
We
yeah, I'm actually.
We should build up to something.
Yeah, I I have to play the role of Dustin though, so I can't just be because if I'm Dustin, I have to be Dustin in my scene.
Yeah.
I can't just be Jeff.
That's why I got rid of Jeff and Clifton.
They're
They're
gone.
out of here.
So Dustin and Crystal and Dana all have their hands on the plunger. It's important that we have all 6 of our hands.
The detonator?
Yeah, it's a plunger. It's called a plunger.
Isn't it?
The plunger is the part of the detonator.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. So we're counting it out. And Dustin says, "All right."
87, 86, 85.
And as we get to 82, who in the distance walks up?
Hovers up.
Hovers up. T-poses into frame. Then Father Jim Binion.
On Christmas Eve.
On this, the blessed Christmas Eve.
Of unspecified.
Unspecified religious
Of
holiday.
The high holy eve of.
Dustin sees him in
And
the
I'm like,
distance.
get down, get behind the gravestone. And we're all like,
Sure, we all kind of quickly duck behind a gravestone.
My flock, you have been led astray. I found Jeff and Clifton walking back toward the burning mall, having failed in their task.
Walking straight
enact
back
the
into the
plan.
burning mall.
And so I dispatched them.
oh no, I wanted them to get a vacation.
They're floating in the sensory deprivation tank with Curtis now.
Oh, that's really nice. I've got a chance to use that a few times.
This.
We're hiding.
Wait, are you speaking?
I'm speaking to you.
So like
they're hiding and you're just standing.
okay, so they're hidden, but it's just me next to the point.
Did I
Okay,
take the detonator?
sure.
Yeah, but like the wire.
But there's a
Wire.
giant wire.
This is the fate that awaits all who oppose Lord Binion, your savior and prophet and God and insurance agent.
Oh, diversify.
I do need you to buy a policy from me. It's life insurance on your life that I hold. This is just a simple formality that's required of all my congregants.
Oh, but I was never one of your congregants. My mom, Dana really liked you, but I heard that you gave me Monopoly money.
I also gave you ranch drug, Dustin, and what did you do with it?
I didn't know it was ranch drug. I gave it to my dad because he was hungry. You said ranch was good, so I gave ranch to Dad. And Dad became Puddle because he was in the military.
Dustin, you're very thick. Dustin,
Dustin can never hide his ass cheeks. They're always laughing.
Dustin.
But he is because of all the rollerblading.
I really didn't think I would have to spell so many things out to you.
Please help me spell. My dad was going to teach me, but he became a puddle.
You have pushed the button on the drug machine before.
Yeah.
And seen the ranch come out.
Yeah.
Onto the chicken.
Yeah.
And you don't know that that's drugs.
Oh, yeah, it's drugs. I
Right.
tasted it from my dad's body when he died.
Dustin, where is Dana?
Where is Dana?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen her lately?
Wouldn't you like to know where she is?
Dustin, I need
Yeah.
to help. She's a poor woman, Dustin. She needs guidance in this world.
Well, she
And
poor
she's-
now. I sold a lot of her jewelry.
Dana needs guidance.
She's in the church.
Dana has been through something very difficult now with the melting of her husband.
Yeah.
And I just want to help her arrange the funeral services. So could you please tell me where to find her? Also, you wouldn't happen to have seen a crime journal anywhere. I'm looking for my sacred religious text that's very important and sacred and not to be touched by the sinful. You have to have ascended to Binion level 5 to have access to the sacred teachings in that book. And if you have touched it, you will burn in hell. And if you have touched it and you lied to me about it, you will burn in super hell.
Oh no.
You're gonna be fine.
So, tell me, Dustin, is there anything on your mind that you would like to just get off your chest?
I know where your journal is. Oh, you want to know more things?
I want you to follow up on the thing you just said, Dustin.
Your journal.
Is it in the bell tower, Dustin?
No.
No, say yes. Say yes.
Wait,
Yes. I touched the journal.
I'm glad you've been straight with me, Dustin.
I want to go to hell, Father Jim.
Dustin, so you said the journal is in the bell tower, is it?
I mean, it was. It's not in the bell tower no more.
Dustin, do you want to be saved?
Yeah.
Do you want $80,000? It'll be real money this time.
Oh! Yeah.
Dustin, what I need you to
Father
do...
Jim, call me thick one more time.
My recent ascension has nullified my vow of celibacy, so I... But I don't have time for that right now. What I need you to do, Dustin, if you want your soul to ascend,
Yeah.
if you want to be my right-hand man in the new holy heavenly empire,
It's in the church.
go get it, Dustin.
It's in the
Take
church.
it back up the ladder, put it in the bell tower.
I don't know where it is. I didn't put it in the church. I just know it's in there. I had it. And
Well,
I
go
looked
get
at
it, Dustin.
It's gonna take me like
Where did... If
I can't.
you had it, and you don't know where it is?
I
Is
gave
there someone else, Dustin? Is there someone else here that was helping you? They know where it is and you don't? Dustin, that's it.
Oh no, the gun blade.
I'm sending you to hell.
No, don't send me to hell. I don't even.
I'm sending you to hell.
And scene.
Oh, what a build up. That's negative for Dustin because everything bad that could happen happened.
Clifton and Jeff.
Clifton and Jeff. Clifton and Jeff. All right, final.
I
I want to follow Clifton and Jeff.
Final scene.
See, because we
I just
gotta
wanna
get
say-
him back in the church so we can blow it up with him in it.
No pressure, but I really hope there's fan art. No pressure.
Okay. This is the final thing. Dana, you
So,
are currently hiding behind a gravestone.
I think
Father Jim Binion is unaware of your or Crystal's presence. And he is about to kill your stepson, your 48-year-old stepson, Dustin Custard.
I'm gonna pop out from behind the graveyard with the detonator with my hand on it and be like, don't move, I'm gonna push it. This is gonna blow your whole church up. Binion.
I'll blow it up and I'll blow all of Banjo-Kazooie up too.
Dana, be reasonable.
No.
That's settled right there.
Well,
Dana, I thought we talked about your shameful past. I thought we decided that it was shameful. I know you came to me and you just wanted to talk about your past and your current problems.
Yes.
But we decided together that your past is shameful and that you're shameful and that you should feel shame and that your demolitions technology is too shameful to ever be seen again.
There's a lot of shame.
I'm very
You
disappointed.
did say that, and that I would be cleansed in ranch. As the texts say. But the texts are in the church.
Dana, you do realize that is just a crime journal. It's not my sacred text. You can blow it up if you want. I know you're.
I mean, that's what I want. Is to
Fine.
get rid of it.
Do it.
And who's gonna trust you after you burn down the chicken hut?
I didn't burn down. The thing is, Dana.
Didn't you just say you did?
The thing is, Dana.
Jeff?
The thing is, Dana. There's a very convincing handwritten note that was left with the police chief in town moments before the chicken hut burned down.
Jeff's dad?
In the handwriting of Curtis, it says, "I am mad about chicken. I will burn down the mall. Do not investigate."
My corpse will be in
the sensory
the
deprivation.
sensory deprivation tech.
So Dana, I have ascended.
So what is it you want, Binion?
I want safe passage.
Okay, first, the police went, well,
I guess Kurt's gonna do it. That mall was built in '84.
Dana, I don't care about your shameful past anymore. I don't care about your thick ass stuff. I don't care what you do with the journal. I don't care about this church. I'm no longer Father Binion. I am Lord Binion. I am the master of this domain, and I am ascending. All I want is safe passage to the bell tower. The 800-foot bell tower. For in it, I have installed jet thrusters that will take me into space. It is, in fact, a rocket launch pad.
It took so long to afford that off of the chicken hut.
You're gonna blow up the church? I don't care. The church is gonna blow up when the rockets go off. And you'll still be down here in this podunk town full of ruined buildings and an ineffectual police department. and no restaurants.
We have a bad town, Mom. It's
And
not
I
good.
will be ascending to the heavens to gaze down mercilessly and angrily at all of you.
That sounds pretty good to me, Dustin.
No, this is where Crystal jumps out. It's like, I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
Crystal,
I
are you
have-
in one of your moods again?
Yes, well, guess what? I read further into your journal and I learned your shameful secret. You blew up the roller skating rink.
You took my technology to blow up the roller skating rink?
He's the one who did it. He
I
must
didn't
pay
actually
it.
use your technology. I just paid a guy that said he knew how to make bombs and he wasn't very good at it.
No, you will pay for the crimes that you did against my father and against this town. You blew up the mall. You blew up the roller skating rink. We have nowhere to. The teens have nowhere to hang. This is a direct
They
attack.
turned to small-time vandals.
And then because of this, I had to become a small-time vandal instead of running the back of the roller skating place. You know where you spray out the roller skates.
So this has been your plan all along, Crystal. It's been a blood feud.
Always.
Wait, but you just discovered in the journal.
Yeah, and I pull out my own replica gun blade. And I too have played Final Fantasy VIII.
Whichever one of us presses R1 with perfect timing will be the victor.
And then now we can splice in the beginning cutscene of Final Fantasy VIII.
Listen,
Which one is which?
I'm through with all of you. I don't think you have what it takes.
To blow up the church?
How many years has it been, Dana, since your shameful past?
It has been a good number.
Rusty with demolitions.
Does this even work?
Dana, look at me. Your past is shameful. Your explosives are shameful. You are shameful. The only way to escape this shame, Dana, is to not blow me up. As I walk into that church, I know you'll do what's right.
And since your back is turned, I stab
God!
Crystal just stabs him in the back with the gun blade.
Oh! The plastic is really blunt. Oh!
Repent!
It's fine, I have bandages in space.
No, that's not how any of this works.
I'm going to the ladder. I'm in the church. I am climbing.
Alright. I think we now move into the aftermath.
We didn't really resolve the situation, did we?
I think we maybe did. I don't know exactly how the aftermath is going to go.
Wait, it's the
Water
after.
and water and water.
What up?
I was just hoping someone would blow me up.
I just feel like if you got a plastic gun blade through your kidney, you're not going to be able to climb the 30 minutes up to the top of the bell tower.
It's true, I get up to the very last rung and then I fall off. And it lodges the gun blade further into my mouth.
Okay, so the way that this works.
Yeah, he dramatically falls while trying to climb up it as we all just sit there watching him.
Oh, and
It's a
Dana,
recreation of
and Dana doesn't
Orlo.
need. Dana doesn't need to blow up the church after all, and it becomes the new roller skating rink for the town.
So the aftermath actually has lore stuff that you will add. So as soon as the last scene ends, the aftermath begins. This part wraps up your sad little tale, following the characters into an uncertain future. In this phase, players determine their character's fate from their outcome cards. Continuing clockwise from the last scene, each player may, if they wish, give one of their face-down outcome cards, I guess these are all mine, to another player. This will shift the balance of both players' cards for better or worse. Always do this before turning the card over to reveal its value. Okay. The card you give can be positive or negative, and you need to explain why you are helping their character have a better life or kicking them to the curb. It doesn't have to be fair, but it should be fun for everyone. So, for instance, if we want your outcome to be worse, we want, the more red or more blue, the better. If you have an even mix, things are going to be bad for you. So, we are incentivized, if we want Father Binion to have a bad outcome, to give you cards that are...
So, which cards are Because like these were mine from the first round. We're only doing second round cards.
No, they're all the
Oh,
same.
Okay, all of them.
You have access to all of them. So I'm gonna give him a positive card.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to look at him.
I don't think you look at it yet,
Oh, well.
because I'm trying to like give him some things, an even mix to make his life bad.
Do we get to look at them
Not yet.
to decide? Okay.
Oh, I looked at it.
Oh well.
So Haley, you have an even mix too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want, you can give a card to another player. It's up to you. So I've chosen to give a card to Alex. Do you want to give a card? Wait, who? Well, I guess Haley would technically. No, Alex would go first, right? Because you finished your thing.
Yes.
Oh,
You would technically go first before me.
that's fine.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I want to get rid of my negatives. I don't want my life to be bad.
Well, you can either have negatives or positives, as
Yeah,
long as you're in
Steven
one
has
direction.
all negatives, so
Okay.
if you give him more negatives, that's good for him.
Yeah. You want more of one thing. If you have a
Okay,
mix,
okay.
having a mix is bad.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Chess says if you give a red card to Steven, then you'll both be better. And like maybe the reasoning behind that is like Dustin's lost his
Sure.
dad.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I
is
gave
this
a
the
card.
part that we do the reasoning?
No, we're coming up on
Okay. Because the part where we do the reasoning, we read the cards and pick based on.
the. Yeah, there's actually other cards, but
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I gave Alex a card. Are you gonna give a card to anyone?
And Alex has to give a card to somebody.
If I want to.
If you want to.
Yeah.
You could give me a negative. You could
I'm
give
gonna
Haley
give you
a
a
positive.
negative because you took a bunch from me.
Okay. So,
And
and if you want to give one to someone, you can. Or if you want Father Binion to have a bad time,
I mean, it sounds like he's going to.
He
then
did
you,
just fall off of a like several mile thing with a plastic gun blade through his back.
Here, I'll give you the one Steven gave me.
Okay. So now turn over your outcome cards and add up the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And you do the math the same as before, where whatever, if you have a color that has a higher number than another, then you subtract the smaller number.
Do you subtract the sum, or do you subtract the lowest
Yeah, I
of the...
So like Haley has 5 minus 2. So
Okay.
yours is 3. So
So I
yours
have
would
3
be
minus 2 or 3 minus 1?
3 minus 2.
3 minus 2.
So yours, so you have your score is 1.
Yeah.
Your score is 3.
14.
Your score is 14, and my score is 15. Oh boy.
Dustin.
So that's your aftermath total.
God, Father Binion was
Continuing
doing
clockwise,
so good in
find
Act
and
one.
take the aftermath card that matches your color and total number. If the appropriate card has already been taken, take it with the next lowest value.
So you
I
had
have 1.
one red or blue.
Oh, 1 blue.
1 blue.
Haley?
3 blue.
Steven?
15 red. Yeah.
And I had 14 blue.
Okay, taking turns from the highest aftermath result to the lowest, read out your aftermath result to the group and then take a moment to explain what this means specifically for each of your characters. How did their story end? Did they get everything they wanted? We're guessing probably not. So, I don't know if you start, if high would be positive start, right? That's probably you.
Yeah. Aftermath for Dana. Inspirational. When you look at me, you see an example of someone who has it all. Despite a lot of hardship and danger, I persevered and triumphed. I got what I wanted and then some. My genius and hard work have made me the success I am today.
So how does that play into what happened at the end there?
So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what happened to everyone else.
You get to go first, so you can
Run away
decide,
from it.
and we all have to yes
But-
and into whatever you.
But my journal, or not my journal, Binion's journal got destroyed, so my past is unknown.
Your past is unknown, which is the thing that you wanted most.
That's what I wanted most. And I have money from the ring, and
Did you blow up?
I can live fantastically
Okay.
on the money that we split, Dustin, Crystal, and I. And I can get out of this small town, and I don't have to find another sugar daddy.
You don't have to watch
So
anybody else.
I have it all.
Good for Dana.
So the next highest one, I guess, is mine.
What?
I don't know if it starts blue
I
and goes
don't
all the
know
way
either.
down, or if
Well,
it's
you have
just
15,
numbered.
but
Yeah. Oh, mine was higher than yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably should have went first. It's fine. My aftermath card says, amazing. There are things I have wanted, and now I have acquired them. Love, money, respect, cake. Those things are mine through good luck and good karma.
Full cake in your pants.
And now I will be happy forever. So yeah, what happened is I did hit the plunger. The plunger was pressed. I detonated the explosive. And while I'm not entirely sure what transpired in that moment, because I also saw Jeff and Clifton walking up, like melted into one individual, and they were still singing their song, and I was like, whoa.
They're okay.
They're okay. They're doing okay. Curtis is dead. I saw that, and everything turned out all right because we were able to sell the ring. And
you could open a gallery and
I
go to Cancun.
I did. I rebuilt the roller skating rink with the money, and I have my gallery in there, and your father's legacy lives on inside the roller rink, and we got to take a vacation to Cancun. Also, I think you came with us.
I did.
Okay.
We all did it.
So the three of us all went to Cancun and roller skated in Cancun. You're the next highest.
Sure.
Oh no.
Repulsive. Most likely I'm not dead on the outside, but I sure as hell dead on the inside. I'm sure as hell dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds I've suffered, those will never heal. The future is a brick wall. I'm really sad that my gun blade blew up in the explosion. It was a limited edition one, and I will never be whole without it.
It was one of a
And
kind.
I just keep trying to fill the hole with trips to Cancun and piles of money, but I can't. I will never move past losing it.
You cry every night in Cancun over that gun blade.
Yeah,
It was your father's gun.
It was my father's gun blade. We all love Final Fantasy VIII so much.
The aftermath for Father Jim Binion is terrible. I have a strong feeling I'm dead right now. Which feels like the right thing to be. My ugly failure has no doubt dragged people I care about into my contemptible wake. And they are probably dead too. I should be ashamed, but I bet I'm not, because I am terrible.
I mean, that's pretty
So
self-explanatory.
what happened in the blast?
They died.
How far did you get up the tower?
To the very last rung.
Finally,
I was the liquid fuel tanks of the rocket in the bell tower.
Made that
Exploded
part particularly
and turned me
heat intensive.
into ranch,
Oh no.
figuratively speaking.
I like the idea that the mall had just caught on fire, and then everyone in town's like, "Whoa, the mall's on fire!" And then the church explodes, and everyone's like, "We need to move."
But the skating rink's back.
Rink's back.
They fire the police chief. They hire Jeffton, which is the new name of Jeff and Clifton morphed into one. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mall Santa.
Oh yeah, poor guy. And that's it.
Yay!
That's Fiasco. This was really fun. This is a very fun game. We very well may play this again in the future because there's all sorts of different play sets.
Yeah, if you followed what was happening, good for you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And I think the advice that we got early on from, I believe, Chaz, which continues to be the best advice, is if your religious leader says, "Interesting, good to know," be afraid. Be very afraid. Anyway, that's the end.
yeah,
There's an art.
There is an art. Okay,
Make sure we can see it.
Yeah, hold on one second. Full screen. Here we go. That's Dustin Custard.
Oh,
Thank you, Ruby.
I love it.
Oof, that's great.
beautiful.
I love Dustin Custard. he was just, you know, he had a vision for what he wanted to do. All right.
Beautiful.
Let me send y'all away to another place.
Another dimension.
It's Sunday, which means it's NK Day, isn't it?
Yep.
Is NK playing Earthbound?
What?
Get out!
No.
MK's playing Earthbound. Incredible. Like, just like vanilla Earthbound? Wild. Alright. I'm gonna send y'all over to Ann, who is doing the Earthbound. NK underscore.
So much.
Thank you all so much again for being here today and chilling out with us. We will be back on Tuesday morning for breakfast stream at 9 a.m. Eastern. And if you haven't already seen yesterday's Human Fall Flat, Dan worked very hard on it. Check that out. It's a good one. What else? Some of the bumpers are out too.
Yeah.
I released the T-pose conformity video on Steven Blog, and that one's a fun one.
Don't eat the ranch.
Oh, Don't Eat the Ranch is a good...
Raid message.
That's a really good raid message. Let's go with that. I'm gonna send y'all over to Ian K, who's playing Earthbound. Jump on in there. Don't eat the ranch. It's full of drug.
I hear it's
And
bad
if
for
you have a military father who had the special CPR surgery, it's not gonna go well. All right, y'all have a good Sunday. Raid sent.
More of the story is don't do drugs.
Surgery.
Oh yeah.
Speed.
Steve.
Speed.
Let's reference videos.
That aren't out yet. Don't eat the ranch. No, nobody likes Earthbound. A completely irredeemable game.
Yeah, I never played it.
Anne is fighting the slimy little pile that guards the ladder before you get into what's the section?
Ultra space?
No, before you get to the section where it goes to Belch's base and Saturn Valley. That's called something. What is that called?
Peaceful rest? No.
No. That has a name. I don't remember what that section of the map is called, but it does have an official name, and I don't remember what it is.
It's one of my least favorite parts of Earthbound.
Yeah, I'm so tired. That was very exhausting.
Yeah, that was a lot. It's the place where you fight the armored frogs and there's special zombies that you only fight in the game there. I don't remember what it's called. Chaz didn't answer.
Anyway, Grapefruit Falls?
Grapefruit Falls. That section's called Grapefruit Falls. All right, that's it. We are out. We will see you all on Tuesday morning. Have a good Sunday. Bye.